Well, we know the England team.
Guerrilla cricket. Whoa. Guerrilla cricket. Whoa. Guerrilla. Take guard, man the barricades, patrol the cover boundary. At last the time has come, this is a cricketing emergency. Hear this call to arms for every cricket revolutionary. Take up your bats and stumps for the test match insurgency. At first they tried to silence us, but we would not be silenced. They threatened us with lies, so we threatened them with violence. Che Guevara, Sangakkara, Joseph Stalin, Douglas Jardine, Robespierre, Darrell Hare, Vladimir Lenin, O'Brien Kevin, guerrilla cricket. It's not about the winning, it's about how many rules you break. Even in cricket commentary, this is the best advice to take. Pick guerrilla cricket, it's the finest choice you'll ever make. There's so much more to cricket than rev counters and a slice of cake. At first they tried to sanitize us and clean up our act, but people like it filthy, and we know that for a fact. Fidel Castro, Lenny Pascoe, Carlos the Jackal, Umar Akmal, Mahatma Gandhi, Grant and Andy, Brendan Behan, Austin Ian, guerrilla cricket. Stick with us, cause you know we're not the kind of thing that you see on the TV and the radio. So vive la revolution. First they tried to buy us, but we would not be bought. Okay, we were, but then we ran away, and we will not be caught. Would not give up the ghost when they left us all for dead. They decapitated us, but we just grew another head. Chairman Mao, Jamie Howe, Ho Chi Minh, Asif Din, Václav Havel, Graham Saville, No Surrender, Percy Fender, Che Guevara, Sangakkara, Joseph Stalin, Douglas Jardine, Robespierre, Darrell Hare, Vladimir Lenin, O'Brien Kevin, guerrilla cricket.
Well, we're nearly at the end of January. The days are getting longer, but for England, the cricket formats are getting shorter. We've gone from the Ashes by way of a one-day series against Sri Lanka, and now we start the serious preparation for the World T20s. It's got shorter still, in actual fact, because it's been raining and we have a 17-over game now, not a 20-over game. Welcome to Guerrilla Cricket. Today it's Pallekele, and the candy we are offering is a sweet 3-game series where England will hope to build on what turned out to be an encouraging and recently very rare away win in a one-day series against today's opponents. And now let's be honest, where would you rather be? It's either us or go and watch Melania the movie. So here we all are. I'm Tony Bishop, and keeping me company are men of immense worth, mirth, and in both cases diminishing girth. To my right, who else but the Bear? Hello, Bear. All right.
Yeah, I'm good.
Marvellous. And a man who has recently been sharing his love of kinks, the kinks, on our discussion group. It's Messages.
Well, lazy Sunday afternoon, except it's not Sunday. But
Drizzly
I wish
Sunday
the
afternoon.
worth thing was true. I feel like the worth is becoming less and less as time goes on, and I get ripped off by insurance companies. But never mind.
Oh dear.
I can't tell you what the weather's going to be like because it's Sri Lanka. It's 22 degrees. I mean, it might rain and it might not, but it looks like it's going to be okay.
There
now.
you have it. Thank you, Wincy Willets, for that. It might rain and it might not. that I would say is pretty comprehensive, covers just about everything. Right, toss news. England have won it. Harry Brook has decided to bowl, which is probably not a surprise in a shortened game. We'd tell you all the teams. We can't tell you the Sri Lanka team yet, but we do know England's because they announced it yesterday. Phil Salt is back. Joss Buttler, Jacob Bethel, Tom Banton is in. Harry Brook, who is captain, of course. Sam Curran, Will Jacks, Jamie Overton, Liam Dawson, Jofra Archer, is back in, and Adil Rashid. So there's a big old chunk of those players who won that one-day series. I have to say I was quite surprised that they won that, but there we go. We will give you the Sri Lanka team. Oh, we have it. Here it is. It's arrived. Pathan Nasanka, Kamil Mishara, Kusal Mendis, Dhananjaya De Silva, Charith Asalanka, Dasan Shanaka, who's the captain, Janith Lianaga, who batted pretty well, as I recall, in the one-dayers, Wanindi Hasaranga, Mahesh Thigshana, Mathisha Pathirana, and Ishan Malinga, who is no relation to the famous Malinga, who did once take 4 in 4 against New Zealand at this very ground. Are you all right, Bear? You're shuffling some things about.
Well, I'm trying to. I couldn't get that quick enough. It looks like top 5 is the same that it was in the ODIs.
Pretty much it is. Right, Messers.
It's a very green-looking track, by the way.
Well,
whether that means anything or not.
Well, let's see. We shall find out. Importance of momentum, Messers, going into the T20s. Does that? You think? Do you think it counts?
Yeah, I don't think it matters.
Was that enough? Yeah.
Was that a yes or a no? It was a bit. It's about as conclusive as your weather forecast. It will either rain or it won't.
Momentum means absolutely bugger all at the moment.
Momentum means bugger all. Well, I don't agree with you.
Well, for a start, we're playing all our games in fucking India, which will be completely different grounds.
Well, if we get to the Super 8s, and let's face it, if we don't, someone's head's got to roll because I can't remember who we're playing.
We're playing Italy and Scotland.
Italy, Scotland. Mind you, Scotland gave us a bit of a run for our money. In fact, could well have won the last World T20, couldn't they?
Well, they could have done.
But for the weather.
Weird shit can happen in T20s.
Weird shit can indeed happen. Yeah, it's Nepal, West Indies, Scotland and Italy. So they should qualify for the Super 8s. If they do,
so.
All England's Super 8 games are in Sri Lanka. Bear.
Well, it would have done them so good to play in... No, of course I didn't. Yeah. It would have done them so good. It would have done them so good to play in Sri Lanka then. This
right, here we go.
Bowling.
Guess who's opening?
Is he a batter or bowler? Sam Curran. What's his distinguishing feature? Sam Curran. His dad's from Zimbabwe. Sam Curran. And he's beloved by Liz Yates. Sam Curran.
It is going to be Sam Curran. We've had, it was teeming down. The whole ground was covered, including the outfield. They had, the rain was bouncing off the tarpaulins and it looked like a real deluge. But off we go. I've got no idea who the umpires are. They never tell you until the last minute. I will try and tell you in a minute. Curran in, that's lively. And in fact, Sri Lanka are away with, did he get any bat on that, Bear?
Don't think so. That was, of course, this guy.
A Nissan car should drive very smoothly.
And at the other end,
3 men can keep a secret. If one of them is Kamil Mishara and the other 2 are dead.
It rather did square him up, that ball, and he got into a bit of a tangle. I didn't think he'd got any bat on it, but there must have been something because it's been given as a run, trickled into the offside, but there was no England player near enough, and the sharp running got Sri Lanka away. So remember our revised playing conditions here in Pallekele near Kandy are 17 overs aside. That swings in, but it's full and it's beautifully clipped away by Mishara. Jofra Archer's first job is to chase after it.
Don't get injured, Jofra.
Don't get injured. Don't do a hammy chasing after it. He doesn't. It's 4 runs. It's 5 off 2. Good start for Sri Lanka.
1, 2, 3, 4.
See, I know you'd have done statting. What's the average score in a T20 at Pallekele? Because you're about to tell me.
Just give me a moment there. That's exactly what I was going to look for.
Well, of course you were.
I can tell you, in all the 27 matches that have been played here, which isn't that many, 162.
27. Is that internationals or including domestics?
No, T20Is. I can give you the domestic numbers. I think I've got those.
I don't really
The
need domestics,
domestic
but that's quite a few.
was
27.
only 5 games back in 2024, and that's 184. So it's higher in domestic cricket. 168 overall. 162 in internationals here. The last 5, 168. And I can give you what those were in a minute. That was a beautiful shot into the offside. While I was looking at that, have I missed some action? I have. I missed a ball. And
it was only a single.
It was only a single. I'm not sure it was.
Yeah, it was, because they scored a 4 and they scored a single. That means there's only one more.
Oh, that's 4 more, though. Nothing wrong with that. That's a glorious shot from Pathan Desanka. Absolutely leans into that, leathers a gorgeous cover drive away to the boundary, and Sam Curran's getting a bit of a tonking first up.
First one was a leg by.
Yeah, it was given as leg by. I thought it was. I should have trusted my own eyes.
Well, I don't know if you do you?
Well, not really. What a beautiful shot that was, though. Over-pitched by Curran, though, I think. But you've still got to put him away.
Well, he's looking
did.
for a bit of swing, isn't he? And if it doesn't swing, it's going to swing right into the arc.
So 9 off his first ball for Sam Curran. He's going to be bowling to Pathan Desanka. He's got a ring of 1, 2, 3, 4 on the leg side. That's wide of off. Cut, but cut straight to back of point. Just a single on this occasion. Almost welcome relief for Sam Curran. Sri Lanka move on to 11. Let me see. In those games, 213 Sri Lanka made against India. In that last 5. That's the highest score. They've, again, as ever, Australia made 176 for 5. Sorry, it was India who made 213 for 7. Australia made 176 for 5 against Sri Lanka. So those are the 2 highest scores in those last 5 games. That's speared down leg. That will be a wide, signalled by the bear, and nearly taking my eye out in the process.
I should warn you, we've got a super chat coming up.
Oh, how exciting. Now, am I allowed to guess who it is? Because I'm not looking.
You are allowed to guess,
Is
because
it?
you'll almost certainly be right.
Is it a gentleman from the north of England, Yorkshire way?
The shy
South
child
Yorkshire,
of
perhaps?
Sheffield.
The shy child of Sheffield. Would it be him, perchance?
Could be.
Knows? Who knows? It'll either him or Mr. Handjob of Melbourne. They're
Bit like
normally
Hong
our
Kong
first
Fooey.
up. Right. Curran in. Up, pish, over the infield. He
Wow,
might get
it
4
wasn't
more
really
here.
over.
It's
It was
zooming
3.
away. Well, thank you for coming, Sam Curran. That's been a terrific start. Because that's 4 more for Mishra. Up and over, extra cover. 15 off Curran's first over. 16 the score.
It's Nissan She. It's Nissan She.
Right then.
Super chat game, super chat game.
Yes, so the wonderful Jay Grover sends us £2, and he says, I want Messrs to get Sam Curran's face tattooed on his. Well, to quote Messrs Jagger and Richards, you can't always get what you want, because it ain't going to happen in a million years.
But you
Apart from the
sometimes
fact,
might get
I don't
what
like
you
the
need.
idea of a tattoo anyhow.
Well, you could get one of those wooden face masks, the printed ones, and that would probably please.
Yeah, but I'm not going to put Sam Curran on in a million years. I get locked up.
Well, you know.
Right, well, here is the man who's back in England colours after the Ashes. Withdrawal.
Hotter than lava, cooler than Bogart. In your face, at your stumps, on your toes, on your mum.
He's coming over the wicket. It's fast and it's full Yorker and it's defended by Desanka. So, Sammy, have a look at that. That's what you should have done.
Well, he's not as quick as Joffa, though, is he?
Well, that is very true. And that's really why they moved away from Curran for a while, I think, if I'm honest.
He's not quick enough, is he?
Just not
I wouldn't have it opening in a fit.
It's
to be
not
honest.
speed, it's
Well,
just, but he does go.
When it swings, he's not bad as an opener, but sometimes they didn't even use his last 2 overs. Can someone let in Annie?
It is indeed. Jason's leaping.
Yes, I shall.
Oh, I haven't made you a co-host today. I forgot to.
You have.
Oh, have I?
Yeah. You know not what you do, Ben.
No, I don't know what I do sometimes, yeah.
I can tell you the team batting first overall wins 54% of games here. Team batting second, 39%. Although in the last 10 years, that has evened out a lot and got closer to being 50-50. So it's also a ground which, although it will take some spin, and I'm looking at Nick, who knows way more than me, is going to be a little bit more friendly for seamers.
Well, you'd have thought so. It's a T20. You don't want it ragging in a T20.
Remember Lasith Malinga and his forfer. Oh, that's a terrific ball. It rises and goes past the outside edge of Mishara's bat.
He didn't. He was nowhere near that. He was so late on it.
2 dot balls. Well attended, as far as we can tell, with the brightness of the lights and the darkness of the sky. I'm pretty sure they're people rather than empty seats. So we've seen, hopefully, we have seen the last of the rain for the day. Yeah, that was on the Piccadilly line, and Mishara was playing the district. That's a full Yorker as well. It's another dot ball. Well bowled. Jofra just bounces to backward point.
What do the little red lines either side of the stumps do? I mean, not they don't do anything, but what do they signify? I mean, they're not in line with...
They're the wide lines, I think.
No. The blue lines are the wide lines. Yes, please.
No, they're guidelines for leg side wides.
Ah.
But they are indeed.
Doesn't it just go down leg side and they give it as a wide?
Well, basically that's what
I thought.
not
anymore.
That's even more complicated then. Right. For Archer, just a single. He's conceded so far. He's bowled beautifully. Fast full. That's lumped and dropped. Harsh to say it was a drop because it was Dawson who leapt. Got a meaty Dawson-esque paw on it. But down it went. He's holding his fingers, as you would have to do, because you don't want everyone to think you've dropped it, just to show how difficult it was. But to be fair, Bear, it would have been some catch, wouldn't it?
I don't know. I was looking at my phone.
Terrific. Well, let's have a look. There it is.
Yeah, no, that would have been. It
would have been
catch.
some catch. It was one of those where he's
a good stop
reaching with his right arm as he dives, so sort of not his leading arm.
I mean, come on, Joffrey, you can't be too upset about that. That was blazing away for 4. If you had
look at it another way, he saved you a run there. Right, Archer in.
It's 83.
Full slapped down to backward point. Only. I don't think they should have run. No, they didn't. So 18 without loss, but it's a good over by Jofra.
Makes up for Sam Curran's ship
makes up a little bit for Sam Curran's ship one, and we can go to the wide awake messers.
Well, I'll start off by going through the list of people who are with us today. Stephen Kelk was first up, Jay Grover, Rich Turner Music, Matthew Cullen, Leah, Tim Wilton Davies, the Apollo TD, which is a handle I don't know, Ian Lynn, Clifford Bradford, Eric J, Extra Fluffo, Pirate Bradshaw.
Well, Jamie Overton's going to take over from Curran. He's been launched first ball. That is high, long, handsome, and absolutely smashed away by the left-hander over deep mid-wicket for 6 runs.
Long on line.
I think a bit wider than that.
But mid-wicket.
A left-hander's cow, nearer to cow than it was to... Well, let's have a look.
No, I don't think it's cow.
Before we debate those angles. To me, where he's looking is...
Yeah, it's where it goes.
Cow direction, not long-on direction.
Cow's way squarer than that. I would say.
Okay, it depends how you judge your cows, Bear.
Well, mine are 4-legged and generally have spots.
That one's unbunted, didn't really get a hold of it by Mishara, looking to repeat the dose but wasn't able to. So it's a 6 to start for Overton, but then a dot ball, so it's a good comeback for him. Nonetheless, it's been a very lively start by this Sri Lankan pair. They are often criticised for, how can we put this nicely, being a tad too leisurely in their approach to T20s. But not today. They've really cracked on with it. In comes Overton. That's gone up in the air. One hand. Surely someone's going to be underneath that. It was a top edge. It's Dawson who, that's going to be somewhat easier than the one he dropped earlier. So England have broken through. Mishara has gone for 16 off 8. So it's good strike rate, but not so many on the board. 16 off 9 in actual fact, because you can count the one he's just out to. It's 24 for 1, and Overton, despite being absolutely lamped for 6 off the first ball, has taken the wicket with his third, Bear.
The crowd says, the crowd says, the crowd says you out.
Well, we're back in T20 mode, aren't we? Slam, 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 out.
Well, we do seem to be. I think he knew he'd not got anywhere near that. When a batsman takes their one hand off the bat, you tend to know that they probably haven't quite done what they wanted to do with it. It's an easy decision to give. It's Mr. Wimelsiri from Colombo is one of our umpires, and our other umpire is Ravindra Kotahachichi, which I'm sure I've said wrong, but he's the chap who's got 2 brothers who are also umpires. So he's one of 3 umpiring. It's an umpiring family. Only one of them, though, has played cricket of any note, and that was Rahitha, his brother.
What did he do?
He is a left-handed and a slow left armour, Bear.
Ah, like me.
And he's, how old are you?
54.
And he's 54, Bear.
Excellent. I'm 55 on the 15th of March.
Do you know what? I didn't write down when his birthday was. I'm sorry about that.
You're fucking slack, Tony. Slack.
But Rahitha clearly is a wannabe Bear. But he's not the one umpiring, it's his brother who's umpiring. That's down leg, so that will be...
No, that shouldn't be a wide. If you've got the fucking red lines for the wides, he went right across his stumps and that was inside the red line. What's the fucking point?
Well, we've been hearing a lot in the political climate of crossing red lines. We're not sure that one did, as you might have heard. Oh, I don't know. He
was very unhappy.
I don't know what.
But he was unhappy here, straight up in the air.
I'm sure Nick can tell us what Sri Lankan for fuck me is.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that's what Mashara will have said. That's worked towards square leg, but no run. Brooke himself does the fielding. Banton does the fielding.
I think the rules had changed, hadn't they? So that, if people go right across their stumps, then it shouldn't be a leg side wide. And clearly, Kusal Mendes have gone right across his stumps trying to flick it down the leg side. Missed it. It shouldn't be given as a wide. Otherwise, what's the point of changing the rule? If it just has to go down leg side and the guy can go right across his stumps, that's,
Well, I can tell you. I'll tell you after this ball as we wait for wicket taker Overton. That's down leg. I'm sure that will be given.
That shouldn't be given.
Well, hang on. He hasn't given.
No, he hasn't given.
There you go.
Damn right.
Given it.
Fucking too right.
So for once, he is obeying the famous red lines. Is one of those Sri Lankan umpires. England have played here 3 times in total. That's it. Nothing more.
Lost every time?
No, they've won one. They beat New Zealand in 2012. Lost to the West Indies. Also in 2012, and
was
then
that the final? No, what am I talking
up onto his toes. Actually, yeah, they lost to Sri Lanka the last time they played here, also in 2012. So yeah, that was the 2012 World T20s. That was pushed into the onside, no run. It's the end of that. Overton over, just 7 for him, but he has got the wicket. 25 for 1. Sri Lanka, good start, but they have lost a wicket. Messers.
Okay, first up, there's a poll on YouTube for you. England will A, win comfortably, B, scrape home, C, lose by a B stick, or D, look like winning and then blow it. So get in and vote.
What kind of B?
Sorry?
What kind of B? I mean, that might, to be fair, that might have a direct impact on the size of its appendage.
Yes, well, is it a big B or a small B? Yeah,
well, there you are. Exactly.
Well hung.
B. Not Eric the half a B, and that is full, and a Yorker by Archie, which Nasanka just digs out a little bit. Bumbles to point, no run.
Was Joffa really injured in Australia? Or did they just put him out?
Yes, it was a side strain.
Yeah, I know they said it was a side strain, but sometimes they can go on a bit, don't they? I mean,
yeah, I think they're going to be particularly careful, and I think possibly when the game was up, it wasn't worth keeping him out there, that's for sure. But he's been bowling very well here. I say, that's a huge shot for LBW, but I'm really not quite sure. But I think Nisanka was attempting possibly to either tickle it very fine
it's not out,
around the corner, or he was looking to ramp it. He managed neither.
He was well outside the off stump when it hit him.
Yeah, exactly. And it was a very strange appeal because the one thing he would never have been.
He nearly hit it onto his stumps, in fact.
He did. He could have got himself to a pickle.
Why is she looking so upset? That game's only just started.
Well, we don't know what's going on in her life, but this is some. By the way, for those of you without pictures in this radio broadcast, we were looking at a lady in the crowd who, to be fair, did have a face a bit like a slapped arse, but we don't know why.
Well, yeah, presumably it was about the cricket.
She might have been having. Her husband might have left her. She might have a
that's a
massive
good
tax
shot.
bill to pay.
She
that
wouldn't be
is
sad about that,
slapped away by Nissanka over extra cover for 4 runs. Super shot.
That was a super shot.
4 on the floor, and 1 more 4 than the 4 before. That's what 4's are for, to get funky on the dance floor.
First, it was not even really that loose a ball. It was a very good shot, slightly shorter.
Played
Probably.
on the back, wasn't it?
Let's have a look.
Gave himself some room outside that stump.
Jofra is probably, to be fair, will have learned. He did pitch that shorter, and he's been more effective the fuller he's bowled. To be fair, that's that was an attempted haul to leg, but he bottom edges it. Does Nissanka down onto his toes, but they can scamper a quick single. 30 up for Sri Lanka, so they're going at pretty much 10 and over.
That's
just a shade under. It is, as you rightly say, of course, the power play. Sri Lankan flags waving in the crowd.
You've got to get them bulkier runs in a power play, haven't you? You've got to get 10 and over in a power play, really.
You do,
you do. In any T20 these days, you can get 12, you're doing okay.
Yes, so 2012, Sri Lanka in 2012, they got to the final, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. They lost the bloody. They lost to the West Indies, and what's his name? Marlon Samuels had an absolute stunner in that 2012. I mean, West Indies were dead and fucking buried.
Jofra Archer into Kusul Mendis, who cuts this beautifully, and he bisects point and backward point. Magnificent. He gets himself 4 runs. So after a great start, 9 off this over so far.
I've told the story before, but we used to be on a betting called.
Right.
I can't remember what it was called. It was Crick Bet or something, and it was an Australian company, and it was just at the beginning of internet thingy, and they only had it was in play betting, but they only had 4 or 5 options, and we used to do it on air, much like we do here with Test Match Sofa, and the West Indies were something like fucking 60 for 6 after 14 overs or something like that.
That's high. Is it going to have the distance? No, but it's dropped over the head of the pursuing Will Jacks, who was just too far in with the inside the circle. Couldn't get back in time, so a risk worth taking. And they come back for 2. It does mean that's 11 off this Archer over 36 for 1 after 4.
And
so there's been lots of discussion on YouTube. Sorry, I can't do it all. John O'Gorman says, why is it called Cow Corner? To which Jay says, tediously, because that's where cows graze. Lame, I know.
Basically,
some cows got guns, says Brown in Brisbane. Indeed they do. Cows with Guns is one of the great songs, country western songs in my view. There's lots to talk about Child of Sheffield. A super chat from Pirate Bradshaw, €2 because of Punky on the dance floor. Thank you, Pirate Bradshaw.
Oh, it's Liam Dawson time. He's taken the catch that got Jamie Overton the wicket.
And Diana Patterson's with us.
Hello, Diana.
Hello, Diana.
She says, greetings from Warsaw, where, alas, I'm too engaged in stuff to be attentive, but I wish all well, including in
Warsaw or
Diana.
Warsaw?
Warsaw in Poland.
But I still didn't hear you. Which one? Oh no, great ball. And first up from Liam Dawson. That might be a sign of things to come. He's cementing himself into this side, I think, is Dawson. Belatedly. Because
he's very useful on the subcontinent, isn't he?
Well, he is. I think Nissanka was looking to step back and try and cut him, but
certainly
didn't work.
Certainly a lot better at this format.
He's got a ring. He's got a ring of 1, 2, 3, 4, as you might expect on the offside. Reverse sweep, and it's going to get runs.
Wow, I don't know
how close might Butler have been to that bear.
Well, it's not whether Butler was close, because it came off the pad and they're talking about reviewing it. And I think that might not be a bad review to take, because I'm pretty certain it hit in line. And I don't think it hit it at all. I think it came off Butler's pad. No, I think it came off the
No,
batsman's
I think it
pad,
came
but I
off.
decided not to review it.
Pretty
anyway.
sure it did, but I think it might have been too high because he's been getting a fair bit of bounce. So that's harsh on Dawson. We're going to clear all of that up.
Well,
for
they're
you
saying
now by
by
looking
is,
at the
look,
replay.
it was an arm ball. Oh, yeah.
No, it did. It missed everything,
It
and
missed
if
everything.
anything, it might just have grazed his shoulder on the way through. This is the angle behind him that will tell us that.
No, I
No,
didn't hear anything.
it literally missed everything, including a fairly lame attempt from Butler to stop it. So I'm not sure he covered himself in glory. What's Dawson got in response? Forces Nissanka onto the back foot, but he places that magnificently past the man at short third and gets himself 4 more. This is a great start from Sri Lanka.
An under edge, wasn't it? Really?
I think you've been a bit harsh there, Bear. We'll have a look.
Am I?
I thought he played it pretty well. Let's have a look.
Yeah, he did,
that's
actually. It came right off the
absolutely
face.
terrific shot.
I thought it was an under edge, but no, he definitely
no,
came off the face. That was a good shot.
Good feet, good use of the feet, perfect awareness of the field. 4 excellent runs, and they're going purring along. Sri Lanka. Dawson, who started well but has suffered a bit since then. That's a better ball. Forces the right-hander back and followed him as he tried to step back again, and Dawson that time saw what he was about and speared the ball in at his toes.
Technically, are we going to say this is going to hit the stumps? I think it did. You know what? I think it
should have been a
clipped
shout.
the stump. It clipped the stump, no time. Didn't knock the bail off.
Well, it would have been umpire's call then.
No,
Oh no, it
would
actually
have been
clipped the
bowled.
stump. Yes,
Yeah.
sorry. Right, yeah, of course. Well, that's launched. Couple of steps down by Nissanka, up and away. That is straight. I would say that's over long off then. And either way, it's 4 runs. It's a great shot too.
No, it's a reverse count.
50 up for Sri Lanka.
They can call that reverse cow.
A river. Hang on, isn't that a sexual position? Sorry.
That's reverse cowboy,
dear.
I think you'll find.
Actually, that's
Oh dear God.
not actually the cow.
Yeah.
unless you're a particularly desperate farmer. That one is thrown in. It's the end of an expensive over. Rescue us from this shocking innuendo. 54-1.
Indeed, I shall. Jay says, to be fair, I cried over an episode of The Good Place today, so Nish Child of Sheffield might be more appropriate than Shy Child. Lockie6 says, I watched Novak Djokovic game, got pissed, so I take no responsibility for anything I say.
Excellent.
And Jay just says, I just re-listened to Cows with Gums. Proper mint.
Could someone grab me a beer from the fridge, please? That'd be very nice of you.
Where are we going? After 6 we're changing. We've had to change our rotors around a bit. So what's the power play then? If there's 17
5.1 overs.
5.1?
Yeah,
Oh,
so we've
that
got
is
one
just
more ball of power play.
irritating.
Isn't it just?
That is
Why don't you
just
just have
really
5
annoying.
overs? I suppose every ball counts.
Right, everybody here into 100 speak. It's Adil Rashid. Is he going to restore some order? Yes, although it's been nicely worked away by Kusal Mendes towards
very much.
Mid-wicket, and they do take a single off Adil Rashid's first ball. Have we got time to jingle him, Bear?
Of course we have. Always got time for
Is he
Adil.
on the 45 by any chance? He's not. He's bowling at the moment.
Adil Rashid on the 45. Adil Rashid on the 45. Adil Rashid on the 45. Adil Rashid on the 45.
In comes, throws that wide of Nissanka's off stump. Nissanka has to reach for it, so he only gets a toe end to it. Out towards cover, but there is no run.
Now the power play is now done.
Oh, that is 5.1. It's our last little over then, if we're doing... No, we're not.
Yeah,
We're doing the first 6, aren't we?
yeah.
So that would be right.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good ball again. Nissanka stepped back, followed by Rashid, but Nissanka used quick wrists to work it off his legs and get himself a single. 5 for 30. Last time England, although Sri Lanka won the last time they played England here by 19 runs, Malinga took 5 for 31. What a handful he was. Wright, Hales, Bairstow, Samit Patel and Jos Buttler. That's pulled a bit upish, but it's going to drop well short of Overton, who's down there at deep mid-on. They get another single, 53 for 1. So Jos Buttler has been dismissed here by, in his last game, Bairstow as well. Swan took 2 for 26 and Finn 1 for 24 in that game. How things change.
Wow.
That's
That's a long
steered
time ago.
to long off. But still there, Joss Butler.
Well, yeah, this is a
Survivor of that.
record-breaking game for England, isn't it? It's 400 and something white ball games for England now.
Yeah, it's extraordinary. Has his all right, well, wait, this is thrown up, tossed up a bit by Rashid, a little bit more air, but swept by Kusal Mendis. The peroxide capped Bethel comes in from deep mid-wicket, restricts them to a single. 6 complete, our little spell done, 55 for 1. Messers will either read some or Annie should come in. Do I need to let her in?
Well,
She's in.
She's in.
Yeah, she's here. Dara Azizi says, hi all, to which Extra Fluffer says, it's the fuzz. Dara says, run for the hills. And Eric J says, why is Sri Lanka wearing high vis? Extra Fluffer says, built bricklaying. Lockie says they're lowly paid and do rubbish collection after the game.
He's not here.
Okay, I'll catch you in a little while.
Okie dokie. See you in a bit. All right, Annie.
All right.
Oh, Jason's coming in. Jason's actually Ishan then.
Jason is Ishan.
Yes.
It's ever so confusing.
It is all very confusing, but it doesn't really matter. Sammy Curran is in, and that's on the pads. And I think he's got a bit of bat on that because it's raced down to a fine leg for one more of these.
The number of the day. Who could ask for more? The number of the day is 4.
I don't know about anyone else, Bear, but I want to hear the end of your story.
Ah, my betting story, yes.
Yeah.
So that was a 2012 World Cup final. And it was Sri Lanka at home, who everyone thought should win. And West Indies were doing absolutely dreadful. Couldn't get it off the square. Lost loads of wickets. Marlon Samuels came in. When he went wide over his backed away, did Kusal Mendis. I don't think it's been given as a wide. Yeah, so it's been shoved across him. It wasn't given as a wide. And they were doing really, really, really shit. And then Marlon Samuels got about 60 and they got to about 130. But at one point, the West Indies were 365 to 1 against. And I was like, should we put a 5 on? Because we used to have a test match sofa account. And I was like, no,
I
there's
bet
no
you
point.
did,
There's
didn't
no
you?
point. No, I didn't.
Oh, you.
And then I was so convinced that Sri Lanka were going to win. I just kept bunging money on Sri Lanka in the second innings. And Sri Lanka went and fucking lost it. It was outrageous.
You still bet now, though. You never learn anything,
and of course
do
you never learn. It's a bit of fun, isn't it? I haven't put any bets on this game yet, actually.
It's definitely addiction, something that's involuntary.
Well, have a bit of fun. Oh, that's not been caught, but it's slammed out to wide long on by Kusal Mendis. I thought he got enough to get 6, but he hadn't.
About that much short of the boundary.
It was that much short of boundary, but it was aerial, and having not had enough on it, you thought maybe it offered a chance to a catch.
And then you thought maybe
very wide of the fielder, though, so in fact ends up being 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Top half of the bat, really, didn't it? He didn't really get hold of it at all. Well, he got hold of it enough. But ooh, pardon me.
Yeah, they're going quite well, Sri Lanka, I'd say. Possibly a good pitch.
Yes, message for Ishan, if you're around,
jump on.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, he is here. All right, put your picture on. That one is pulled over deep backward square, all the way this time. And it's 6 runs.
Hey, you guys see me?
No, can't see you.
1 second. Zoom is just fucking up a bit.
Ah, there you
I
are.
can see him.
Hey, all right, Ishan, how are you, mate?
All good, all good.
Excellent. Down in sunny Brighton.
It's really not sunny. I so hope it was sunny. It's just not sunny, and I hate.
Of course, it's not sunny.
Well, it's a bit wet down in Exeter, I have to say.
Oh God, yeah, it's been flooding down in Somerset.
Oh my
all
God,
around there, isn't it? Christ.
It was, yeah. It rained all throughout last night. I remember waking up at maybe 7 in the morning, and I slept at maybe at like 1 in the evening. 1 in the morning. It was still raining, and yeah.
Yeah, it's been a bit shit. Driven by Kusal Mendis, but he can't beat mid-off, and he'll get a no run. No, but this over has gone 4.46. Sammy Curran is getting hit.
Yeah, he's being peppered a bit, isn't he?
Yeah, he is a bit. It's T20, it happens, doesn't it?
Yep.
We can't get too excited about it, you know what I mean?
No. and you never know until the other team bat after all.
Well, exactly. Phil Salt could hit another friggin' T20 100 for all I care. Although it is true to say that his batting has got much better since we made the jingle out of my commentary of him.
It's all to do with you, Bear.
Well, yeah, I like to take credit for it. That was hit straight back over the bowler's head and just crept over the boundary, and it is indeed another 6. And little Sammy Curran has gone for 35 in 2 overs.
He has. Am I socials? I presume I am.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, so it's quite timely because Stephen Kelk says, does part of England's budget contain an entry for Sammy Curran's bus fare home?
Wow.
Oh, I think that's a little harsh, isn't it?
Quite possibly.
I think at this rate, like, I don't think fans will be I think fans will be willing to pay his bus fare back at this point. I don't think they care if there's a
yeah. I mean, I imagine he'll do all right in the World Cup. I say that. I mean, he was player of the World Cup in 2022, wasn't he? And then he had, and then he was the most expensive player in the IPL that year. Basically, since then he's been shit. But you know,
well, not completely shit.
Not completely.
Well for him.
But yeah, if there's a little bit of swing, he can be useful. That's going to be a wide, I believe, out the front of the hand from Rashid. Indeed, but he pushed it too wide, and the Lanka just let it go, and there's no run. There was an interesting graphic up earlier, actually, that basically Sri Lanka's top 3 get all their runs with the best strike rate and an average double of any the middle order, basically. Oh, that's gone straight up in the air. It's going to be caught. The Lanka has gone. Rashid gets his wicket. He floated it up there. He tried to hit it from too far outside his off stump, the Lanka. Probably got a little kick off the wicket. Big top edge, goes straight up in the air.
Rashid is a master, isn't he?
Isn't he just? We're going to so miss him when he goes. They need to wrap him up in ice and sort of inject him with something that keeps him young forever, because I don't think we're going to be able to replace him.
Did he just break a record or something? I think I might have seen it on a live blog of maybe BBC or something, that he was going to break a record with maybe just one more wicket. I think he was targeting 150 T20.
Oh, he might be top T20 international wicket taker now. I know he was close to it not that long ago.
That is what I'm trying to figure out here, but I can't find it.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
messy on that.
We're going to give a little jingle for the man getting out.
I won't look back, 'cause by the time that I do, you'll be gone.
So England are through a couple of the top 3 then, so they obviously slow down their run rate now.
Well, isn't Kusal Mendes the guy who's got the 160 odd to beat South Africa when they were 9 wickets down?
Isn't he? I love Kusal.
Yeah, I mean, he can hit a long ball and he can be devastating at times.
We have a super chat from Jay Grover. Hello, Jay. He's given £2 to say, he says, just to say Annie on socials bother.
Well, you know, Jay, you can't have it always, you know. Well, the new man in is, well, he was the skipper in the one-day side, and it's this guy. Oh, yeah, we can't play that one. I'm going to get rid of it because we might get dinged for it. It's Charith Lanka, and his first ball, he had a cutter and missed it. Could have been caught, but wasn't. Next ball is just worked down to long on for a single. God, that was really slow, 68 kilometres an hour. I love the fact that he is not afraid to just really slow it down to below club pace bowling. Is Adil Rashid.
Yeah.
He's a very smart operator.
He's been doing this a while now.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Depends where he is in the world. He really, I mean, I think in the subcontinent he's realised he just bowls slower and slower and slower, and it's really hard to hit him. Except for the occasional game where he gets absolutely tonked, but, you know, that can happen. Swept by Mendes down to deep backward square leg, gets himself a single. 78.
Yeah, so he's on 146 wickets according to ESPN. So another 4 wickets and he'll hit 150. I don't know where that stands in terms of his rankings and stuff. But
Well, I'm pretty sure he was up there with someone else, and they're sort of toe to toe, and or around abouts there or thereabouts. Or what he had the record? I can't even remember. Sri Lanka just plays it back to the bowler, and there is no run. I suppose you could Google top T20I wicket taker.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm on it. I'm on
okay.
it.
Well, you're a journalist after all. These are the things you should be doing.
Mine.
Swept by Sri Lanka. Doesn't beat square leg, but I think they went through for a single. They did, yeah. And that ends the over. Only 4 off it and a wicket. Good stuff. Go for it.
We've got another super chat, but it's Greystoke 666, and it's about betting.
He says.
Australian $2. You only live once. Live and bet, want only. There you are.
There you go.
There you are.
Oh, I enjoy a little dabble.
And Daz Reynolds says, how many overs will be bowled, please? Well, it's 17 overs each.
17 overs a side. I don't know how much each bowler can bowl, but presumably 5 bowlers, 3 and 2 can bowl.
Yeah, that's
4.
what they normally do, isn't it?
They did, but then we had that weird game, was it? I can't remember who we played, but we played a weird game where the game got reduced, and then it should have been 2 overs per bowler, and people were able to bowl 3. It was very weird. That's picked up from outside. Is off stump by Sri Lanka. I thought he had enough, but he hasn't got enough. And once you get out the top 3, things aren't happening. Sri Lanka's spammed that out to cow corner with not enough on it, and he has been caught out in the deep by Jacob Bettel, and another wicket falls. 79 for 3. Oh yeah, the GPL, it is open.
Yes, that's what Jay Grover's given us a super chat saying, £2 GPL. So,
the GPL, yeah, because originally it goes on for 45 minutes, so the game started at 10 past, so it's on. I reopened it and it's closing in about 6 minutes at 5 to 4 English time.
Lockie says Bear told us about the GPL last time just after it closed.
Yeah, I know. Easy to forget, you know. Well, if more of you bloody entered, you know,
yeah, exactly.
we'd remember. But,
Extra Fluffo wants to know why a quid is called a quid. Why is a quid called a quid?
Got no idea.
No, I don't know.
I want to know that as well.
Quid pro quo. That's a bit stretching it, I imagine, but you know, that's about all I can think of.
Yeah, someone's replied quid pro quo.
But why? Quid pro quo is like giving something and getting something in return, isn't it?
That might just be what money's about anyway, right?
Which would make sense. I give £1 and I get something in return. But why isn't a fiver a quid then? And
okay, so it is like there's 2 theories. It's not confirmed because quid is a slang at the end of the day. One is the quid pro quo theory as well, and the other one is and something to do with the notes, the paper notes that are nicknamed as quids.
Okay.
Some old school folk etymology.
Yeah, we used to have £1 notes. I remember those days. You'll remember those days.
Do you use it? Do you use the term quid?
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah.
My generation does.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just wondered.
I feel, if anything, at this point, I feel weird calling it pounds.
No. I never called it pounds. It's quid.
Farong says Adil is 6 on the wicket list, lies behind Shakib 149 and 40 from topping the list.
Oh, wow.
Is that what you said?
I think he was on 140. I think the last wicket would have been 146 wickets for him in T20 internationals. I don't know where he ranks. That's the question. I did see on a live blog that he was.
Hold on, got to take this call. This could be business.
Bears off.
Always a busy man.
So somebody's put. What did I say? Invisible Bob 100 says because the original money were promissory notes, I suppose.
Yeah. So they were nicknamed as quids. That's just one theory, and the other theory is the quid pro quo part. So there's no real, because it's a slang at the end of the day. So there might not be a single origin about it. Let's see. No idea.
Sorry, Daraz is 17351. I said someone rather than his name. I do apologise.
Sorry about that, people.
Right, God.
It's Canterbury Council asking if I had any accommodation for any of their homeless people.
Well, it's very important that you take it on air, Bear.
Absolutely. Well, I happened to be on air. I could have got off air and let someone else come on, I suppose, but you know. Which I would have done if I had to have a longer
It's one of the Chuckle Brothers on the screen at the moment.
Yeah. Right, Liam Dawson is back in. Bowls that into the pads of Dhananjaya, who clips it out into the deep, and they get a single.
I think the first ODI that happened between these, so I know ODI is different from T20, but like still, I think the first ODI that happened just says as long as Kusal Mendes is there on the crease, I don't think we can get anything out of consideration at this point.
Say that again, sorry?
I think the fact that it's just 10 more overs, we've seen it in the first ODI. I'll let you choose one.
Outside edge, really. Go square on the offside, I get a single though.
Yeah, so if you guys remember the first ODI that happened between the two, when Kusal Mendes just played like almost an innings of a lifetime, basically.
Yeah, it was
If he's there, I'm not really taking anything out of consideration. Plus, it's just like 8 more overs left. Like he can do it.
Just got to keep going, haven't you? In a T20, you just keep trying to hit it.
And a T17 even more so.
T17 even more so, indeed. Isn't that's nearly a game of 100, isn't it? 16.4 is 100. It's 102.
Yeah.
That one's played up
practically
to long on for a
100 game.
Practically a 100 game, indeed. Although you can't bowl 2 overs from the one end, and they're not called sets.
Yeah.
And they're more than 5 balls. Strange game. People seem to accept it though. This is weird. I suppose it doesn't really matter.
We always accept things that get shoved down our throat.
Yeah, true. You know, Dawson bowls. That follows Kusal Mendes, who works it out.
Hope you want to
cow
speak
corner
for yourself there. I'm not agreeing with any of that.
Sorry?
I'm not agreeing with any of that. You can just speak for yourself.
Last ball of Dawson's second over. He's gone for 14 so far. Crowd look happy. It's a full house. It looks like a full house anyway. I imagine it's still pretty bloody warm even though it's rained. That one again is angled and it's quick, 59 miles an hour into the pads of Dhananjaya this time. You can't get anything on it. Ends the over.
A very good over for England, that one.
83 for 3.
Somebody said, sorry, I keep saying somebody. Sorry, I won't say somebody. It's just that they're difficult names. Stephen Kelk Ford Line 6 says it's a shortening of squid. In the old days, people paid for everything with squids and octopuses.
Nonsense. Fucking nonsense. Talking shit, Kelky.
The misinformation.
Where are they going to get your squids? I mean, only the people on the coast are going to have squids and octopus, aren't they? And that's if they can be asked to catch them. That is worked into the leg side for a single by Kusal Mendes. Well, I read a story actually down your way, Annie, that the fishermen were complaining that there'd been an overabundance of octopi this year, and they were eating all the shellfish in there, which they were catching in their nets.
Really?
Yeah, they were complaining.
It's not something I particularly eat a lot of.
Well, no, none of us English people do really, do we? We sell it all to the continent. But stupidly, we went out of Brexit, so we can't really export a lot of it. And the fishermen, funnily enough, are complaining. Fuckwits. That one's played up to long on for a single.
What I want to know is what Messi's saying. Did Annie really just say that? Was it, we accept anything that's shoved down our throats? I'm guessing that's probably what he said.
Oh, for crying out loud. That's hit hard, square, by Kusal Mendes. Great sweep shot, slog sweep. The guy down at deep backward square is just behind square. It has gone so quick that he's not even going to catch that. So we have 4 more runs. We'll have a switcheroo at the end of the over. It will be Nick is going to come in and take over for me. Messers is coming back. Jason's coming in. No, I have. Of course, it goes through to 12. We're doing 6s, aren't we? So sorry. Oh, now! Is that Dhananjaya? Is that Kusal Mendes? I think it's Dhananjaya. No, it's Kusal Mendes, isn't it? Because he just hit a 4. Kusal Mendes is out. Adam Rashid gets that wicket. Of course he gets that wicket.
Well, they're not going to score any more runs now, though.
Well, no, they're not, are they? He comes down the track, tries to hit it over the top, little bit of turn, big leading edge, goes down towards long on. It is caught by, was it Tom Banton down there? I think. I'm not entirely sure. I'm sure we'll see in a second.
Good Somerset lad.
He's trying to hit it. Are you back quite well last time I saw him? No, it's Jamie Overton. What am I on about?
Yeah.
Bit different to Tom Banton.
Ex-Somerset lad.
He's an ex-Somerset town. And his racist brother still down there?
He's still down there.
Yeah. Lovely. Another wicket anyway.
Well, there goes my pick.
Another one bites the dust. I think that is going to be out, Fred. Another one bites the dust.
It's a shame. I like watching him bat.
Yeah, I do too. But
I think he was the only hope to have a good, like, entertaining first innings and then eventually at least some sort of a defendable target. But at this point,
yeah, you kind of think 17 overs, what, about 140, 150 might be defendable.
yeah, that's what, another 8 overs or 7 overs, and they have another 50 or 60 runs to get, which is possible.
Yeah, it is possible. I don't know who's in next actually. Who have I got down here? Because it was it'll either be Lianage or Hasaranga. It is Lianage.
Janet Lianage takes you for a ride. Look out, he's gone off the rails. Janet.
Strike rate 104. Didn't see what his average was. Swept off a middle stump by Dhananjaya. Out towards deep square leg. I like Dhananjaya. I think he's a great batsman. Don't know if he's powerful enough for the T20 game, but he's not a power hitter. Certainly good enough for an ODI. I'm not sure. Well, you know, we shall see.
I hope his age doesn't get in as well.
91 off 10 overs.
Yeah. 9.1 and over.
Game on.
Yeah, that was 7 of those. 7-9, 63. Gets into 1.
I think that's us finished, though, isn't it?
No, it's not. We're going on to 12. This is it. We're
we?
doing 6-6-5 because it's only fit 17 over. So rather than do 4 stints, we're only doing 3 stints.
That means I need to read some more things out in the chat. Jay Graves for £2 says Bear debunks cephalopod currency claims. Did I say that right?
Yeah, cephalopod fiat currency. Yeah, no, I don't think that cephalopods make a fiat currency. Oh, now Dawson. That's unfortunate, man.
Yeah.
It's a problem with T20. It can be so painful when you're bowling. He's bowled that 61 miles an hour. He's just banged it in. Dhananjaya has come down the track. Hasn't really got anything. He's got an under edge and it's raced away very fine. For annoyingly 4 runs.
4. F-O-R.
I mean, he beat him.
Should have been a wicket.
Well, could have been. He beat him all ends up, really, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's a weird one. He's thrown that out. Oh, nearly a spectacular catch in the outfield. But I think that was Tom Banton. Or it could have been Phil Salt.
Or even Jamie Overton.
Or Jacob Bethel.
Oh, Jacob Bethel.
Wasn't he wearing a wide brim hat, whoever tried to catch that? Am I just seeing things? No, it must have been Jacob Bethel. It was top-edged, really, by Dhananjaya. He was trying to cut it from outside his stump. Oh, no, he wasn't. He was trying to bludgeon it. And full Superman by Bethel out there. Got to it on the full, but couldn't control it, and it went...
He did all the hard work, though.
Yeah, he did all the hard work. He got there, but he was always on the move. That's quite difficult to have. He was at full stretch in the air when it came to him, and he obviously didn't quite catch it. Played up to mid-on for a single.
We got a joke from Pirate Badger. He says, I once worked in an aquarium that specialised in treating injured sea life. I got £6 an hour.
Boom.
I should do that when Tony's on.
Did you take down a fish and chip shop and try and get money for them at the end? Oh, that's got to be out! Surely that's LBW.
Really?
Big appeal. Yeah, I think so. I mean, he is.
Oh, no, it has to be. I'm confused as to why he's not giving it up.
No, I don't know why he hasn't given that. And you got 2 bloody reviews. There's 6.3 overs left. Use one. If you don't use one, I'm going to fucking get angry.
No, don't be.
Thank you.
To get angry. Yeah,
thank God for that. The amount of times I see in T20s that people go up for a thing and, well, shall we review it? We've got 2 overs left and 2 reviews left. Well, fucking review it. What's the point? You've got nothing to lose, have you, except a review? Who cares? Anyway, England have used a review. I think that was out. I can't.
English captain?
Well, I think he was deep in his crease. It seems to be angling in at about leg stump. Yeah, it's fucking plumb. That's got to be hitting middle stump. Unless he's managed to get something. He hasn't got any bat on that.
He hasn't got any bat on it. No.
So out.
Is that as out as anything you've seen?
Yes. That is so. That means hit him in front of middle stump. About half a foot below his knee roll, and it's going on to hit middle stump.
Over.
I would be very upset if that wasn't given out. That's outrageous.
I'm just waiting for to see where it pitched, because I just hope it doesn't go to an umpire's call, because then it'll just be...
No, it's hitting bang in front. It doesn't matter where it's pitched. It's outside his off stump if it's pitched anywhere. But it's where it hits. It's where it hits, not where it pitches. It hit him in line. I mean, look, there's his off stump. In front of middle.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, that is so fucking out. What did the umpire think? He hit it? And maybe he did.
Maybe he thought he hit it, but...
I don't know why Brooke waited for that long to take that review.
I don't know either. I mean, that was so out.
We have to get Bear as a captain for the T20 World Cup.
What was that, Tone?
We have to get you as a captain.
Yeah, well.
We have to. It just has to happen.
That was so plumb. 98-5. All falling a little bit apart here for Sri Lanka.
Well, you said it would once the top three are out.
Yeah.
5 wickets down. They were going well, but this is T20, isn't it?
It is. It's amazing. Well, I mean, England only managed about 32 overs and 2 tests, 4 innings in the Ashes, so that's not quite 2 T20s, but it's amazing that teams can be bowled out in 20 overs, isn't it? Really.
Well, England can get bowled out pretty much in 20 overs in a test match.
Yeah, especially by Australia, in Australia. Dawson around the wicket. That one is played up. Ooh, thinks about taking a run. Good bit of fielding though by Dawson off his own bowling. I think he scraped his arm. I've annoyingly, I basically ran an angle grinder across my hand the other day.
Ow.
Well, I was trying to grind some fucking paint off a wall in the bathroom.
I was hoping you were trying to grind something.
And it got caught around the light switch pull thing in the corner of the bathroom and ripped out of my hands and ran across my hand. Annoyingly, though, one of them, well, it wasn't too bad. That's a leading edge, doesn't quite carry to cover though, and there's no run. Annoyingly, one is right on the knuckle where the finger bends.
That will hurt if you bend it.
And so it never fucking scabs over, because every time I bend my finger, the scab basically breaks off, so it's not healing, and
it'll last
a little bit
forever,
painful.
Bear.
Exactly, it's really annoying. Anyway, that's the end of the 11th over.
Okay, so Jay Grover says, "God damn it, Annie! If I didn't love thou, if I didn't love thy book, I'd swear you were illiterate." I can't read. No, I really can't. Lockie says, "Don't make Bear angry. You wouldn't like him when he's angry."
No, you wouldn't like me when I'm angry. I got angry. Yeah. I got very angry. Well,
with your angle grinder.
No, that was an attempted sweep by Dan and Jaya. I had a fucking bailiff agency call me today. Basically, I've got this account with British Gas, right? And they keep trying to charge me for a pier when I had a tenant. Oh, that's a googly, beautiful googly. Dan and Jaya plays all around it. Somehow it doesn't bowl him. I've rung British Gas 6 times. I sent them the tenancy agreement, the eviction
and it's not
notice.
Easy ringing,
for fuck's sake! And now they've got in touch with a bloody collection agency, still trying to get money off me. I've sent them fucking 2 sets of emails with the same information, with all the information about the tenant. Now again, it's another googly, beats the inside edge of Dan and Jaya's
They're really struggling since that last workout.
They are indeed. And you know, it's that collection agency. So do your fucking job and recalculate the fucking bill. It's just fucking annoying.
I can see you're angry.
Utility agencies are useless. Now he's tried to sweep one. He's got that way up in the air. He's going to be a horrible innings end from Dan and Jaya. 2 googlies. That's the 3rd wicket for Adil Rashid, and it's all fallen apart. I mean, they're on about 70 for 3 or 2, weren't they? After about
like that.
8 overs or 7 overs.
Yeah.
And after 11.4, they're now 98 for 6.
It's almost like you know the game, though.
Wow, funny that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's give this one.
Now you're gone.
Toe ended it. Straight up in the air.
Pressure building, you see.
Well, this is it. 100's not going to be enough, is it? Is that 7 wickets down now? 6. Is that the end of the over? I don't think so.
No.
3 balls left. I can see Nick's limbering up. He's got his yellow beanie on. He's added
What
out
are the odds of a
Sanders.
mated wicket?
He's looking, you know, he's looking fly. Right, who's in next? This is where it runs out in my who I saw coming in. Is it Hasaranga? Oh, I've got his jingle.
He could still have.
And he's a leggy too. Plays that one nicely up to long on.
But don't look back, Hasaranga. I heard you say.
He could still hit, I think.
Hasaranga can hit, yeah.
For sure, yeah. I think, yeah, if these two get out at this point, I mean, that's kind of obvious.
Plays that off the pads to Shanaka. Get some single. Oh, that's it, Dawson Shanaka, didn't it? I didn't get him in. Let me just quickly. Dawson Shanaka. Let's just put him in. You know how to get jingles out, don't you, Jace?
That's the end of our stint, so I'll see you later. Messages, there's quite a few messages for you to catch up on.
Thank you, Annie. You're so generous.
Have a good time, guys. Bye-bye.
I start off with one from Invisible Bob, our own Will Reynolds. He says, Annie, I love how you read socials. It makes me feel better for my terrible socials readings. That's a bit of a...
Is that a diss? It is a diss, isn't it?
That is a diss. That is a big diss. G'day, Nick. How are you?
I'm very well, Messers, although I'm slightly disheartened by this story that's very familiar to Sri Lanka fans of late, that once Nissanka and Mendes go, everything goes to shit. And we're left with the last recognised pair. 5 overs to bat. What do we reckon they're going to get?
Well, we've been talking in agreement when I said 170 before they bowled a ball, but we're going to revise it down a little bit now with only 5 overs to go. I reckon 150, 155 is a stretch target.
I think they're going to struggle to get those, Jace.
I think they'll make 138.
138 sounds about right, Messers. If there's a glimmer of hope, it's that Shanaka's probably Sri Lanka's best sort of lower order hitter of pace. Hasaranga, I would say, is the best hitter of spin. But once these two go, there's not much left in the shed. So it's this.
Well, I certainly wouldn't be bowling any pace at them at the moment. I know they've got overs from Overton and overs from
2 left from Archer.
From Curran, yeah. But they've got overs.
As that's a nice little shot by Hasaranga, stopped by Harry Brook at short cover, so it'll just be 1. 2 singles off the first 3.
No, and if they have the need to, they can always call to Will Jacks to bowl some over, and also Jacob Ethel. Yep. So they don't need to bowl any spin, any pace other than Archer.
Quite right, Jace. And the problem I think these two batters are facing is there's that feeling that if you go for a big shot and it goes straight up in the air, that you could be sort of 110. But Shanaka hits that. It's out towards cow corner and it's cleared the ropes. That's going to be a much needed 6 for Sri Lanka.
It's going to be one of these. That was absolutely muddled over deep mid-wicket.
He twatted that. It was short from Dawson and he rocked onto his back foot and just really put those long levers through it. So
and it was
did you say muffled, Jason?
Muscled.
Oh, muscled. Oh,
muscled.
I was going to say muffled.
He wouldn't have muffled it. That would have been 20 yards inside the boundary rather than 20 yards over.
This time it's a little fuller from Dawson, so Shanaka manages to squeeze it away out to Jacob Bethel at deep extra for 1. Decent over for Sri Lanka so far, 9 from it with 1 to go. The score is 109 for 6, and Hasaranga is doing up his laces.
Wow.
See a fair bit of this. Could have done a double bow back in the old, not the pavilion, in the dugout.
Got to learn the right knot to make, the one that doesn't fall apart on it when he puts any pressure on it. His mum should have taught him properly.
I've got to say, it does happen to me a fair bit when I'm batting too, Jace. He's ready to go. Dawson continues round the wicket. It's on leg stump, and Hasaranga just tickles it into the leg side. There might be 2 there. Nope. They're going to stick at 1. So 10 off the over, 110 for 6 after 13. What's going on the socials, Messers?
Farong says a Hendo-like rant from the Angry Bear and reviews. Very nice. Jay says bears' rants are like passing squalls. Hendos are like tsunamis ripped from an unquiet soul.
No, Hendo's ones are like London buses. You know there'll be another one along in 5 minutes' time.
That's true. Bear is on fire, says Stephen Kelk. Tim Wilton Davis says British Gas are awful. I ignore their collection agency and it sorted itself out way back in 2002. Yeah. They're not great, are they? Jay Graver just says, hooray, Nick. He wrote a jolly good book.
Big up, Jay.
And John O'Gorman says, you appear to be wearing Ben Duckett's trousers.
Oh, yeah, they are a little bit short.
Well, they're not going to take my advice. They're going to bowl a fast bowler.
So this could be interesting. Jamie Overton back into the attack. He's over the wicket to Hasaranga. It's short, but he gets away with it. It's straight through to Butler as Hasaranga looks for a little uppercut, but he can only find fresh air. So a rare dot ball for Jamie Overton.
He doesn't like the repair work that's been put on the crease. It's not right on his boot as he lands on it. So they're
happy with those footholds, is it? No. Is he? And it can get they can get very dusty, these Sri Lankan pitches.
But that's his one for the over, I think, done with already. So you have to think of another plan for the future.
Yep, so we'll be expecting this one to be a little bit fuller, and I think Hasaranga's going to keep trying to go at him. It's full and wide, and Hasaranga manages to reach it, but it's straight to Dawson at extra cover. They will scamper through for one.
That's a shame. I think that was close enough to the advisory line. He could have perhaps gambled on that.
I don't think they did get a single.
Oh, did they not, Messers?
No.
Ignore me. I would have tried to run there, and I would have been run out.
I think,
yeah. Well,
he just towed it to cover and saved England an extra, a sundry.
I saw someone running into the bowler's end. It was clearly Shanaka getting back into his ground. This time it's wide again. Hasaranga gets it squarer, so there will be a single this time. Just one. So Overton, a decent little comeback here. One from his first three. He's looking sort of wide Yorkers. There are at least two men back on the offside. One at
it's a good plan.
Square third man, and then a point just in front of square.
Because it denies you the ability to put your hands through the ball and put any power into it, really. You can only glide it. Constantly
reaching for it, and you're going to struggle to clear the ropes, although that's filth. It's short and it's straight, but it almost gets a wicket. Sammy Curran running in from deep backward square shells a tough chance, so Sri Lanka will get a single.
It might be the first time I've actually seen Sam Curran drop a catch that he's got a hand to.
It was a tough chance.
It bounced just in front of him.
Bounced in front, you think, Messers?
Yeah, just.
Because he's normally absolutely rock solid with his hands.
And he was running in fast, and you're right, Messers, it just caught him on the half volley.
It's a great effort.
It's a really good effort, and he's put his body on the line. Those are horrible as you're running in and not quite sure where it's going to bounce. That is real filth from Overton. It's short, it's outside off stump, it's slapped over cover, one bounce for four. And Sri Lanka are rolling.
Yeah, that just sat up because it sort of hit the dirt and stopped very slightly and just sat up and said, hit me please.
Exactly, a bit of tennis ball bounce on offer, and it was a sort of almost forehand smash, wasn't it? Djokovic-esque as he makes his way into another Grand Slam final.
Bit not quite flat enough for Djokovic, I don't think. There's a little bit of topspin on that. Djokovic hits it very, very flat indeed.
So we've got 19 balls to be bowled. Sri Lanka have made their way to 116.
Yeah, 19. Run a ball.
That one's wide, but it's going to be inside the wide lines, I think, so he won't have to bowl it again. He gets out of the over for 6. 116 for 6 with 3 to bowl.
Done well. Good over.
Gary Powell says, can someone remind me why Rashid doesn't play Test cricket? He's not only dangerous, he can bat 6 or 7. I think he ruled himself out, didn't he?
He did after a tour of India, and he said he'd never want to go there again and be bowled
Tim Wilton
70
Davis says he says his shoulder isn't able to handle Test matches. So Who else? Yeah, Tim Wilton Davis heard muffled as well, not muscled. Where are we? Did you hear about the very selfish batsman? He muscled everything to the boundary. Oh dear, Parrot Badger.
Very shellfish batsman, I think you mean.
Yes, indeed. And Leah wants to be reminded of the title of your book, Nick.
Thank you, Leah, for the free plug. It is an Islands 11. You can get it on Amazon. As Archer is back into the attack. He's bowled 2 for 13. He's been hit by Shanaka. That's going a long way right into the stands. 6 off Archer's first.
Let's talk about 6. Let's talk about 6. Let's talk about 6. Let's talk about 6.
All the stars were in alignment there. That was absolutely smoked.
It really was right out the middle of Dawson Shanaka's bat. And if these two can stick around till the close, I think Sri Lanka will still have 150 in their sights.
He's the best late order fast
pace hitter. Yeah, he doesn't come off all the time, but when he does, when he gets going, he really can. Speaking of Rashid and Test cricket, leg spinners seem to have disappeared from Test cricket almost altogether.
Yeah, I think the off spinners back in vogue, which they weren't for an awful long time. You've got people like Harmer now who are making a fair do of things.
And that's short. It's on the money from Archer. Shanaka can't get bat on it. The square leg umpire's not interested, so it's going to be a dot ball right up at 89. As Tony suggested earlier, just a little bit more pace and bounce in this Pallekele pitch than you get at the Premadasa.
In terms of bowlers spinning away from right-handers, they tend to pick left-arm orthodox now rather than leg spinners.
Yeah, a lot more left-arm orthodox bowlers in the game. The only sort of wrist spinner I can really think of is Kuldeep Yadav, who struggles to get into the India side often as they go for finger spinners. Short again from Archer, fresh air from Shanaka again. So that ploy is working that hard back of a length. He's got 2 dots in a row.
I think the next one will be wide and full. I know you should keep doing that until he actually connects with one, but
you'd think the change-up is coming. We haven't seen anything slower from Archer in this over yet. No. I think he's wise to stick pace on. That's me old mate Rob in the crowd.
Well, there you go. Small world.
Small world, although he's at every England game. This time he does go full. It's straight. Shanaka chips it out to, I think it's Tom Banton at Cow Corner. They will come cross for an easy single. And it was slower, 77 miles an hour from Joff, who is not looking too pleased with life. It's hot. Sweat is gathering on his brow. I feel his pain because whenever I've played cricket in Sri Lanka, I'm dying after 5 overs.
It's only 22 degrees at the moment, so it's not too bad.
But the humidity will kill your messes.
Yeah.
You just can't. When you sweat, it just doesn't take any moisture off your body. You just sits there as a sort of a wet layer.
So we've got
the humidity is 80%.
Oof, yeah, it's sticky. We've got a change in the field coming. It looks like the man at short third is going back to a kind of...
the man on the 45 has come up at...
Yep, so it is. It's slow and it's outside off stump. Hasaranga works it away nicely to the sweeper on the offside, who's Jacob Bethel. They'll cross for a single. 9 from the over. Oh, and they're 8 from the over, sorry, and there's 1 to bowl. As we get a little highlights reel of, what are we getting, drop catches here?
Well, good attempts.
Good attempts, because none of them were straightforward. Dawson's at short mid-wicket would have been a real screamer, as we see Harry Brooks, stone cold Harry Brooks' pained expression. The final ball of Jofra's third over, and it's swatted away by Shanaka. They're thinking about a second, but he slips, so they aren't going to get it. Although Hasaranga's almost run out, being an idiot. So it's 9 off the over. Sri Lanka are 125 for 6 after 15.
Lockie says, wait, what, is Duckett not playing? Why? Is he pissed again? To which Tim Milton Davis says finger injury. Lockie says that's a likely story. Tim says it's an elbow injury because all the pints are too heavy for his little arms. Oh, dear God. Dear. Jay is... Oh, I'm not sure what that is. Jay says he's coming to my retreat for alcoholic self-loathing short men. Yeah, you don't have a retreat. It's called a pub, Jay.
It's a bolt hole.
Yes. Sorry, there's lots of bits and pieces here. I'll leave it at that for the moment. We've only got 2 overs left, haven't we?
Only 2 overs to go. Excellently summarised, Messers. And the news...
And Curran, after going for 35 from 2 overs, is bringing himself back on.
Absolutely. England fans will be delighted. Sammy Curran is going to be bowling at the death. He is over the wicket to Shanaka. And it's leg stump half volley that's worked away into the leg side. They're looking for 2, and I don't think they're going to get back. It's going to be tight. A better throw might have had Hasaranga in trouble at the non-striker's end.
It's a bit hard to be critical of Bethel there. He got the ball in and out of his hands as quickly as he could. It's just that he couldn't get enough power in the throw doing so. I mean, he did the right thing.
Yeah, you're right, JC. He went for the real quick release, didn't he? And he's very good out on the boundary.
Pretty
Bethel.
accurate. It's only a yard away or so from the stumps, but it just gave Hasaranga enough time to get back.
Yeah, he was moving, wasn't he, Hasaranga? He's not as svelte as he once was. More leg stump filth from Curran, but he gets away with that one. It squirts away into the offside of Shanaka's pad, so they'll cross for 1, bringing Hasaranga back on strike.
I mean, he's winding up to hit everything now, so
he
I'm
is
waiting for a slower ball to be sort of snipped in and him to play too early and get it up in the air.
Yeah, it would be a great time for the moon ball. 10 balls to go. Sri Lanka 128, so they'll be thinking 20 would get them to 148. I think that will be a pretty competitive target on this pitch, which has shown a little bit of turn and grip.
Yeah. Certainly puts the Sri Lankan spinners in the side with a chance.
And the side is packed full of them. So Curran is in again, close to the stumps. This time Hasaranga works it away, but it's straight to the man at mid-off on the ring. They will get a single. There was a potential of an overthrow. I think a direct hit there from Harry Brook might have been close.
Yeah, it was a well hit to the man on the 30-yard ring at mid-off, and the batsman was not really herring down the wicket, was he?
No, he wasn't hit and he was gone.
He was treading water a little bit.
Yeah, well, his fitness has been an issue of debate in Sri Lanka.
Well, it's Hasaranga, isn't it? So he's always one shot away from being injured.
That is wide from Sammy Curran, but it goes straight to Harry Brook's hands. Dawson Shanaka is gone. Sri Lanka are 129 for 7.
Another one bites the dust. I think that is going to be out, Fred. Another one bites the dust.
So he hit that pretty clean, Dawson Shanaka. He just didn't get quite the elevation he was looking for, and Harry Brook's outstretched hands were happy to receive it. He was right back on the ring. And now Sri Lanka in a bit of trouble with just the bowlers to come.
Yep. Which one will come out?
I think it's going to be Thikshana.
I do hope so, because it's the only one in the cart that I can see.
Okay, excellent. That's always good.
Otherwise, I'll have to go digging in the big and voluminous jingle archive for them.
Pretty confident it will be Theeks, because the other two are really a pair of rabbits. As we see a man in a West Ham shirt dancing in the crowd. He's obviously happy with their results recently. They're looking to stave off relegation.
He's feeling the disco music in the
he's enjoying, yeah, maybe a little bit of Sri Lankan paparoy.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it's more than the disco music that's got him going.
Yeah, those little 200 rupee Lion lagers. It's a bad week to be a bottle of Lion lager in Kandy with all those England fans there. West Ham up against the mighty Chelsea tomorrow, so there'll be no points for them this weekend. It's another leg stump half volley from Sam Curran, and it's another wicket straight into Jamie Overton's hands at long on. This Sri Lanka innings is collapsing.
You silly little boy, what on earth were you playing at? Oh.
The crowd says, the crowd says, the crowd says you're out.
And just because we found it and it was Thikshana, I'll do this as well.
The Mahesh mystery ball is coming to send you away. Coming to send you away.
It's hard on Thikshana because he's done exactly what's been asked of him to come out and hit with whatever it was, 8 balls to go. And he just picked a ball out very nicely to bucket hands of Overton again.
Yeah, and it's that difficult point of the over, isn't it, where you don't really want a single to potentially leave Hasaranga stranded at the other end for the last over. So I think he's done the right thing. He just hasn't quite connected. And now it'll be Matisha Patirana at the crease, who has been working on his batting, but it was pretty home style to start with. So we'll see.
Matisha Patirana, he's here as well.
All right, we got him.
We jingled him up. Here he is.
Matisha Patirana, you would see him, he's not quite good enough.
Oh, damning with faint praise. It's the Guru away.
Harsh from Mogg. Yeah, Sammy Curran is on a hat-trick, possibly the worst hat-trick in international cricket this would be if he gets another half-volley wicket. But they're all the same in the scorebook. He's marshalling the field with his little elfish features.
I don't see the point. No, it's all about what the batsman's going to do, not what you're going to bowl. You're going to put it in the right place. But
he's got a second slip in, and the fielders who were on the ring have just walked up a little bit, and he's got the hat trick. It's gone straight through Patirana. The off stump has gone flying. Sam Curran has got 3 in 3.
Where? I'm going to have to find it now. Well, whilst we're doing that, we'll have this one.
It's a bit of a contrast, isn't it? None from 35 from 2 overs and 3 for 3 from its final over.
Yep, it's a lower order hat-trick, but they all count the same. They've been handed to him somewhat, but he looks delighted. So Sri Lanka have completely crumbled. The Candy Perahera has arrived a little early. They're 129 for 9 with 1 over to bat.
Leah says, you're welcome for the plug. Nick, would you plug my channel as well, please? I did a few English language videos about the 10-11 Ashes a few people here might like. And Jay sends a super chat for £2, just said, plug Leah's channel. Say short, drunk depressives. Why? I don't entirely get that, but whatever.
Oh, we don't have a hat-trick jingle. I'm disappointed.
I'm shocked. I would have thought Mogg must have knocked up a hat-trick jingle at some point. He's the most overworked man in the sports and music industry.
Oh no, I've got one here.
There he is.
Try this one. It might get us pinged because it's probably quite...
Meanwhile, this could be the end of the innings. Oh no, there's no man out at long off, so it's going to be a boundary. Whether it's 4 or 6, I'm not quite sure. I think it's bounced just inside the rope. It has indeed.
Innings going, great guns. I hit the ball, 4 runs. I hit the ball and it went for 4 runs.
So that was nicely played from Wanindu Hasaranga. He spotted the slower ball, gave himself some room and launched. I don't think we're going to see Eshan Malinga get on strike. I think Hasaranga will be facing these last 5 deliveries, or as many as he can, which is no more. The leg stump is out the ground. Sri Lanka's innings comes to a premature end for 133. Craig Overton is not playing. Jamie Overton, however, has 2 for 17. And I think the Sri Lanka fans will be pretty disappointed by the way that has turned out.
Indeed. We have another super chat.
Another one bites the dust.
Go for it.
I think that is going to be out, Fred. Another one bites the dust.
Jay Grover sent us another £2. He says, Curran is angling for Messers head tattoo. Well, it ain't happening. And he's complaining, fucking Super Chat wouldn't let me say pissed. What the absolute fuck? And Greystoke says, yeah, it wouldn't let me say live and let die. I had to change my joke, and then Annie cocked that up. Demoralised. Dear God. Nitin Deshpande is with us, says, nice work, devoted commentary team members. Nice songs. I request you don't drink beer at this age. I spend thousands of dollars to support addictive people. Oh,
well. Very much a definite collapse there. Collapse cricket.
Yep, and all too familiar to Sri Lanka fans. They got real middle order problems. You don't really want the bowlers batting, but they didn't do too much either. And I think England would feel pretty confident about chasing 134 in 17 overs.
Well, when you look at the top 5, you've got Salt, Butler, Bethel, Banton, Brooke. That's a fairly potent top 5, and then you've got Jackson, Curran at 6 and 7.
Curran, and then still the likes of Dawson, Overton.
They're only going to get 15 each, and they're going to get this.
Plenty of batting. I mean, if there's sort of one, I guess, question this England side has to answer, they have been plugged as sort of flat track bullies at times, haven't they?
And they can be a bit susceptible to being made look fools against spin.
Yeah, and we're going to see plenty of that. And 4 overs from the awkward Matisha Pathirana, who is a sort of Malinga-esque slinger. He can bowl very quickly on his day. So
I'm looking forward to seeing Deekshana bowl. He's got the sort of the Curran-like ball.
Yeah, he bowls all sorts and quite
We
different
go this
to
way,
lots
go
of
that
the
way, go
spinners
that way.
we've seen. Very different to Rashid. Everything will be up about 100 Ks.
He's very much sort of, he bowls Kumble pace, but the ball can go in any direction he wants it to.
And with the new ball, he actually bowls quite a lot of swingers up front, which is interesting. He's a bit of a throwback.
Yeah.
I like him, Feeks. So it was 133 all out. It started well. Kusal Mendes looked in fine touch. 37 off 20. Everything else fell apart.
75 for 1 off 7 overs they were, so they've lost, 58 for 9 in the last 10 overs.
A fairly classic Sri Lankan collapse.
Are you waffling on, you lot, until the next innings?
I don't know. I think we probably can, because I don't imagine there's going to be much of a break at all.
No. Hello, Nick.
Hi, Ernie. How are you? Happy New Year. Lovely to see you.
How are you?
I'm really
lovely
well.
to see you. Yay.
I'll leave you two to chat.
Can I just say how wonderful Nick's book is?
Thanks, Annie. You look like you're in Sri Lanka right now with that background.
I wish I was. I really wish I was.
Don't we all? It's grey and horrible in South London.
Yeah.
And getting colder.
My friend asked me the other day if I reckon that Brendan McCullum was on the weed gummies, and I'd never thought about it, but it makes quite a lot of sense once he said it. Like, the guy can't complete...
The what's his name? The cannabinoids.
Yeah, exactly. He can't complete a crossword. He's always got his legs up, and planning is not his forte at all.
He just likes to sleep.
Yeah, so I wonder if that might be an explanation.
Or he's just a sloth in disguise.
He didn't seem to be in his playing career, though. He was.
Oh no, he's full of beans.
He's full of energy, and it's somehow.
He's probably on a different drug at that point.
Quite possibly.
No, he's probably on ephedrine.
But I
like
think
loads of people were in the Second World War.
Can I also say that I think I might go on strike with the socials if people are that rude to me all the time.
Quite right, Annie. Don't take their shit.
Yeah, I do my best. I try hard to get these socials out. People, they talk shit, and I don't know what they're talking about.
Socials, it's harder job than it looks.
Yeah. It is. It is. And Tony keeps giving it to me. I think it's punishment for me and for everyone else.
Well, someone has to do it, and generally there's a bit of a lottery as to.
Don't stand up for him, Jason.
It's definitely
Tony. No, I'm not standing up for Tony.
Good.
The Wrangler.
I think he's gone to make a coffee as his rotors get slagged off. I know he's here.
I'm not slagging off his rotor.
Let's just say, first of all, it's a thankless task. And get that out of the way.
Especially in T20s, because you just don't have time to read them out.
You don't have time for anything, do you, Annie?
No, you don't have time for anything.
In 102.
No, there's a lot of diplomacy and massaging egos that's involved. And I don't think he gets recognised for that at all.
No, if the rotor is really the thankless task,
Shall we just do 3 cheers for Tony for doing the rotor?
3 cheers for Tony, quite right.
Yep.
Hip, hip, hooray.
The
Tony.
bishop holding things together.
Yeah.
Yeah. More praise.
He's wonderful.
So, who do we reckon is going to win the T20 World Cup? And don't say India.
I hope it's not India.
Italy?
There were some very interesting, in the last ODI, some very interesting final combinations that people wished would happen.
I'd like New Zealand to win it.
They are the the sort of a sleeper choice, I think. They've got a very good side that always seems to perform in tournaments.
And they won a game against India a couple of days ago?
They did.
They did, yeah.
Didn't they have a series where they won 3-2?
In the ODI series, yeah, they won.
I don't know what's happening in the
They're
T20
a good
series.
every format side, I think.
Yeah. They've got good cricketers across the board. It just needs a little bit of luck for them to finally get over the line and get to a final.
Did you know that nearly...
Whoops.
As the Bishop, I think, is bringing us a podcast. He is indeed.
Oh, we're being cut short.
So we will be back with you in a few minutes.
1 in 5 men in the UK experience changes in sexual performance as they get older.
I try.
MedExpress makes getting professional support simple, private, and entirely online. Whether you're experiencing performance concerns or just want to feel more confident again, help is available from home. MedExpress has been one of the UK's leading online pharmacies since 2013, trusted by more than 1.5 million customers. There's no need to visit your GP or have uncomfortable conversations. Complete a short online consultation and their UK-based clinical team will recommend the most suitable treatment options for you. Your medication is sent straight to your door in discreet packaging, with continued support whenever you need it. Convenient, confidential, and designed to help you feel like yourself again. Visit medexpress.co.uk/podcast to learn more and check your eligibility today.
Selling your car can be super simple if you choose We Buy Any Car instead of a confusing part exchange. Because with We Buy Any Car, you'll have cash in the bank for more bargaining power on your next car. If only they could make getting to that countryside wedding simpler.
Make a U-turn. Make a U-turn.
Oh no. We Buy Any Car. Selling made simple. To get a quote in 30 seconds, enter your reg number now at webuyanycar.com.
The Bishop and the Bear, the Bishop and the Bear. And if you are on Patreon, then this is what they'll share. There'll be guests and chats and rants and things. Who knows what fun they'll bring.
Not affiliated with the Mad Bishop and Bear pub at Paddington Station.
The Bishop and the Bear, bands beyond compare. Buckets of Savoir-faire, the Bishop and the Bear.
Well, here we are. Now we're going to review the Ashes series, so where better to do it, well, certainly for England, than a pub, I suppose, albeit a virtual one, but definitely the internet's favourite virtual pub, where we do serve any drink at all. And
Port and brandy, please.
Well, you've already heard the voices of our guests screaming desperately for alcohol at 9:30 in the morning, which tells its own story. It is, of course, the Terry and June, the Sonny and Cher, Sonny and Cher, Peters and Lee, Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell, Roberta Flack and Donny Hathaway, Peaches and Herb, Bonnie and Clyde, Mulder and Scully. The list goes on, but none of them are remotely as legendary as Annie and Messi, who are both looking bleary-eyed and propping up the old B&B bar. So as they've been craving alcohol, we better ask them what they want to drink. Annie, what do you pay?
Port and brandy. Port and brandy, please.
Brandy.
Yeah.
What is it? Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Right.
It's medicinal.
Are you going to be able to get through an hour or so's chat on a couple of those?
Absolutely. We might hear some fruity chat.
Some fruity chat. You don't want to put fruit in it. Just drink it neat.
Oh, absolutely.
Mixed. Messers, what are we going to get you? You always change your order. So.
Yeah. There's a World Cup coming up, and I need to get in training. But not like England.
Right, are we back? I think we are, Annie.
I'm back.
You're back.
I'm back. I don't know where Nick is.
Nick will be here any moment. The bear, we think, has disappeared to the woods, but Nick is here.
I have a super chat to start with.
Already? Well,
yeah.
hit us with that straight away.
Jay Grover has given £2 and he says, Annie, I have solidarity for your socials strike.
Did you go on strike with socials? Why
Well,
did you do that?
I'm considering going on strike because people are getting a bit rude about my social skills.
Your social skills? I've always found them to be quite good. Right. We'll.
So thank you, Jay, for your solidarity. Although you're quite mean to me sometimes.
Phil Salt is going to try and sprinkle a few runs. Who, of course, wasn't he part of that phenomenal partnership against South Africa? Am I right?
I believe you are, T.
didn't he? Wasn't it an England record from my memory?
It was indeed. I think it was an everyone record.
Well, yeah, it was. It was extraordinary. I can't remember what he got now. I'll have to look it up for you. I thought I'd written it down, but perhaps I had not.
Yeah, you can't just mention something and then not follow it
No,
up.
no, I will do. I
They scored a load of runs.
They certainly did.
They scored a lot of runs and it was
Josh Butler.
record-breaking.
Him and Josh Butler.
That's good enough, right,
We
Annie?
did it, Nick.
Made
We
300
covered
odd
it.
for one.
There
It was
we
Old
go.
Trafford. I remember that. I just can't remember the exact figures. Right, who is going to be bowling? It's Theekshana. So starting with sort of medium pace, really. Pulled straight away by Phil Salt, and much as Sri Lanka did in actual fact, he's off and running with a boundary. 4 runs.
They've said 6.
There's not one
Did it?
for me.
Yeah.
Oh,
all the way, T.
We'll have one of these in instead. This could be either.
2 for the price of 1.
Yeah, why not? That's not. We haven't scored 10, by the way.
Yeah.
It is only the one,
It's a great first shot.
but it was short by Theekshana.
Very, very ominous for Sri Lanka. 10 off the first ball.
10 off the first ball would be. Well, it's 6 off the
6
first
off.
ball's
Bad
bad
enough.
enough. Doesn't normally get much worse than that. Right, 6 without loss then. England run rate 7.6. Funny curate's egg of an innings really from Sri Lanka. That one swings in, but Salt waits for it, carves it to point this time, past point to the point boundary.
10 now.
And it is 10 off 2, which is not bad going at all. So if he could just keep that going, how long would it take before we can all go home?
So what would
Not
that be?
very long.
30 and over, 4 and a bit overs. 4 overs and a couple of balls.
Yeah, that would be a record-breaking.
That would be more records for us.
Well,
Yeah.
Theekshana, in he comes, swings this in, clipped away, he's going to go again,
Oh.
he's beaten the man on the 45, down to the fine leg boundary. It's 3 consecutive boundaries for Phil Salt.
Not a great
The
start.
man for all seasonings.
And one more fall than the 4 to 4. That's what 4's are for. To get funky on the dance floor.
Now you just feel, though, Nick, that this one of those overs where it's probably going to be another couple of boundaries, and then off the last ball of the over, Salt will toss it up in the air, and they'll still get a wicket.
You do always feel like a wicket's coming.
Well, quite often that it is in this format of the game. Theekshana in, he does get the ball to sort of duck in, and that's a dot ball. He'll be grateful of that. It's a much better ball. It's a good length, just shaped in towards Phil Salt, and he's happy to defend that. He's been very defensive, and he has Phil Salt. He doesn't like to be branded as just a cart and hit.
He's very
a
defensive about
smacker.
his non-defensiveness.
Well, and that one's driven straight to short cover, and there's no run. It's 14 without loss. It's not the end of the over, though. I thought it was. There's one ball
It
left.
nearly is.
It nearly is. No, he's a great studier of stats and looking at videos of where bowlers bowl and
Homer.
field placings are set. No, Homer, what? As in the philosopher. Oh, he's on the bounce to cover. I
A
thought
gentleman
he
and
had
a
gone there.
scholar, Phil Salt.
Oh.
Yeah, well, that is the end of the over.
Yeah,
we can go
it's
straight to
great
Annie,
stuff, yeah.
who's going to read your messages in the most professional and immaculate
Go on,
manner
Annie.
imaginable.
I'm just so good at this. Jay Graver says, it's another super chat, and he says another £2. He says, Annie, no, the meanness is a joke, for fuck's sake. Okay, I didn't get the joke, sorry, but at least I got us £4. So, same sharing us says England should chase this in 13 overs. Okay, 13 overs is good. I think it might even be a bit quicker than that. Pirate Bachelor says, as a staunch trade unionist, I'm happy to organise a listeners' secondary picket. You see, we could have no some people reading out the social media and nobody listening.
And on your desert island, you could have like loads of people with placards,
Yeah.
preventing
swimming
you
trunks.
from doing your from actually doing your job. 14 without loss, 1 over complete. Josh Butler was stood at the other end admiring that aggressive start from Phil Salt, but he's going to get to face Pathirana, who I will jingle up if he's there.
I think he's around.
Well, let's see if we can find him. Let's see what he bowls first. Well, blimey, slingy or what? That's very round arm, very quick.
Well, Malinga is one of the coaches, isn't he?
He is, and he is quite a junior Malinga, isn't he?
Straight up at 145.
Yeah. Pathirana, here he is.
Matisha Pathirana, you won't see him, he's not quite good enough.
So you won't
Beats
believe
the outside
me.
edge, and they would beat the outside edge and had the wicketkeeper tumbling backwards. Kusal Mendis ended up on his back like a turtle. He turned turtle
It
with
knocked
his
him
legs
over.
in the air.
Well, won't we believe you, Nick?
You won't believe me that. I'll let
In
T
comes
do
the
this.
slingy Pathirana.
Oh.
It's beaten everything. I think. I thought it was probably too high. I might have brushed the pad of the thigh of Butler as it went through. But has it been given as runs? It's gone for 4
leg buys.
4 leg buys.
It brushed Butler's thigh.
It did. It brushed his thigh, Annie.
But it was lightning quick, 148. No, I was going to say, you won't believe me, Annie, that he's remodelled his action to get his bowling arm a little bit higher. So he's less slingy. He's less slingy than he was. He's been really struggling, but these
So
are
he
good
was
signs.
underarm then.
Was he literally bowling it underarm before?
Yeah,
That's
it was coming
incredible.
from sort of in front of the umpire's knob, for want of a better word.
The umpire's knob. There's a fine pub. That's full. Butler. Well, it would have been. It got some bat on it because otherwise it would have been as out as it could be. There's no doubt about that.
Well, it's always exciting when he's bowling and he's bringing fireworks this
we
evening.
haven't jingled up Joss, so let's say hello to
Prior ain't
him.
no loss, 'cause we found someone subtler. Okay, he can't spell Joss, but he also can't spell Butler. Joss Butler.
Salt at Old Trafford in September, by the way. 141 off 60 balls. Josh Butler 83 off 30.
Joss Butler.
And if you remember, it was an absolute massacring. Oh, I say that's a horrible full toss.
He's knocked Kusal over again.
Kusal Mendis is not on his arse this time. He's on his tummy. Now, I'm not sure, is that a legitimate delivery? Apparently it was. Pathirana seemed to, whether he was looking for a fuller ball, whether he was looking for a Yorker, what he launched was a tummy-high missile at Josh. So he's had his thigh brushed and his tummy assaulted.
Oh, those tummy high missiles.
I tell you what.
That looks no ball to me, T.
It looks like a no ball to me, but I haven't seen it signalled. The other thing, he's very wristy with the way he flicks it when he lets go of the ball.
Yeah, there's a strong flick.
There is. There's a real hair flick.
Ooh, and that's wide.
That's
so
wide of off stump. Now that is a wide. Do you know which umpire's which, by the way?
Sorry, I don't, T.
I thought you were our expert on Sri Lankan cricket.
I'm a fraud. You've exposed me.
One of them has got 3 brothers. One of them's got 2 brothers, both of whom are umpires, and one of them hasn't. I'm not going to attempt the names, and I'm not going to try and tell you which one is which.
You've buried me live on air, T. But no, Pathirana with the new ball is a new thing. I think he's struggled to control it in the past, so they normally leave him till after the power play.
Well,
He looks a bit nervous.
See what he's got. Actually, he's only gone for 4. Up onto his toes. Oh no, it's Pathirana, isn't it? Pathirana is in. Butler steers to deep backward point. Takes a single, brings Salt back on strike. England have powered their way on to 20, which is exactly the way Sri Lanka started. They got after Sam Curran, who ended up, of course, by taking a hat-trick.
The hat-trick. Yeah, but this is what Bear was saying, that the first 3 were...
But his first 3 overs were shockers, but he did end up with, what did he end up with? 3 for 38. But he got Shanaka, Theekshana and Pathirana 2 to catches, which you might predictably expect. But the Pathirana ball, which was completed the hat-trick, was an absolute zinger of a delivery that had Pathirana, who's now got the ball in his hand, playing all round it. But what's he got as he's going to bowl it to Phil Salt? In he comes, round-armed and slingy, bottom edge from Salt onto his toes. Pathirana fields. It's actually an over that's only gone for 2
Not
because
too
it was
bad,
4
no.
leg buys, a wide and a single. 20 without loss after 2. Annie.
Mr. P in it says salt is mustard. Kieran Roseblade says, can someone tell me what the point of Phil Salt is? Surely he must be thrown in the bin by now.
No, we were just saying, to be fair, he just got that massive innings against
record
South
break.
Yeah.
Someone doesn't like him.
Doing all right.
Greystoke says, I can't even say shove down throat in a super chat. You'll have to just imagine it now.
Well, imagine. I think we need to know what's being shoved. That's the...
Lockie says, turn the sound off when Annie is on socials. That way I can honestly say I didn't hear her read any of them. You see, I don't turn up for this shit.
Well, no, you could go anywhere. You could go anywhere for it, couldn't you? You don't have to come to us.
Absolutely.
Malinga, not that one, is driven off his first ball away through extra cover imperiously by Josh Butler. That's a terrific shot.
That was the old Ravi Shastri tracer bullet.
It was the tracer bullet.
And 2, and 3, and 4.
Solidarity with Annie. She's as of all the tweet readers who are on at the moment, she's probably in the top 1.
Thanks very much.
Edged, and it just goes past Kusal Mendis and goes for 4 more. Oh dear, he's gone for 8 off his first 2. Has Malinga. So Malinga doesn't bowl like Malinga.
And there's another bloke who does.
And the other bloke does. How confusing is that? Tree gives it a bit of a rip, but as he bowls pretty quick too. I would like to see how quickly he's bowled that. But
yeah, I think
he's gone for 8
onto the scene by winning a How Fast Can You Bowl competition.
Well, he did. He probably literally did.
I genuinely did too.
Well, how fast can you lose a T20 game at the moment?
Yeah.
He's gone for 8, and I'm afraid that's going to be 12 because that's just clipped away through long on by Josh Butler for 4 more.
This is a bit easy.
High stuff, high action stuff.
Pained expression from Eshan Malinga, and well, there might be because nothing is going for Sri Lanka right now.
That was a super shot from Butler. He's 24. He's from Ratnapura. Where's Ratnapura?
You're exposing me as a fraud against you. I don't know. I think it is.
Come on here with your Sri Lanka. I know everything.
Oh, that's a full toss, and it's. I think it's gone away for. I think that might have gone the distance. Annie thinks it's gone the distance.
Yeah,
it was.
These two can't see anything, can they, Bear?
The Bear's given it as 4.
Oh.
I don't think the umpire has been given as 4.
Then.
Just. It was on the full, slapped away back with a point, and it's gone 4. So he's gone for 16 off his first 4 balls, and he's getting a bit of advice, which might be don't bowl the second over.
That looks no ballish as well to me. Definitely sort of around the waistband.
Do you want me to have a go at his full name just for fun?
Go on, T.
Go on, Tony. Go on, give us a laugh.
Well, I'll wait till after this ball because he's.
Is that long? Is it?
It's been action. It is. Oh, he's bowled him. Oh. He's bowled him. Butler has a swing and a miss, probably believing that whatever he hit in this over was going to go after the boundary, whatever. But it was straight. It was quick. Butler played round it, and I think you've got to have a look at that, Josh Butler, and go. To be honest, that was a poor shot, but he's got England off and running. But we're going to give him one of these anyway.
You silly little boy, what on earth were you playing at? Oh.
And well played, very well played indeed in the end by Kirk Bathagala, Kankamalanga, Ishan Malinga Dharmasena.
Finely done, T. And
it wasn't bad actually, was it?
Pretty
good. Marks out of 10 with your knowledge of Sri Lankan.
I'd give it a solid 7.
A solid 7.
When
Not that good then.
Well, I taught at a school in Sri Lanka, and when I did the register, I used to get laughed out the classroom. So I shouldn't be.
At least you weren't on the
dishing
register.
Out quite right.
36 for 1. You wouldn't be allowed in the school then. 36 for 1, England. Malinga, who was carted to all points by Josh Butler off the first 4 balls of his over, has bowled Josh Butler
Yeah, it was a lovely little off-cutter, wasn't it? The last slower ball he tried went to the boundary, second time lucky for Eshan Malinga, and a little bit of joy for Sri Lanka fans.
Wow.
They needed that.
They
really
needed that.
It was just looking a little bit too easy, wasn't it? There's a lot of chat about your socks and matching socks and headgear, Nick.
I do try.
Yeah.
Right, Jacob
That's
Bethel.
not quite what they're saying.
Yeah, I always get slagged off in the socials. I think we should ditch him. Someone said that I was Simeon the other day.
Here is England's number 3.
Jacob Bethel's born in Barbados, now he plays for the English team. They say that he is an all-rounder, but that remains to be seen.
There's a short fine leg and a slip. Slapped a backward point though, and Bethel will get himself off the mark with a single. I think our friend Malinga has got himself a wicket in his first over, but it did go for 17 at the same time. Annie.
I'm going to read this because it's nice. Robert Hawkin says, Annie, best thing on GC. There you are. Thank you. Thank you,
Well
everyone.
deserved.
Yeah. Lockie says, to be fair, Annie reads out a lot of crap that Messers would ignore. He'd probably have ignored that, for example. Farang says, collapse is on. And Kieran Roseblood says, I told you Phil Salt is terrible. Should have been protecting Butler there instead of exposing him.
Well, the only thing you do think, the only way England potentially could lose this is, one, there always can be spun out of any game, and two, they might be hoisted by their own petard or just overconfidence, which I think is what happened to Butler.
Yeah, it's a good saying, hoisted by your own petard.
What is a petard? Do you know what
It's
a
something on a
petard
boat, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah,
I thought it was
all to
something
do
you
with boat.
wore.
No, it's boats.
Oh, okay. I want to be a bit more specific.
Oh, but I'll leave it to the people that hate me.
Oh, no, well, that's such a short list. There'll be none of those will be listening. If there are any anywhere in the world. That's nicely played by Bethel. He can be very stylish, and he just steered that away. Pass back a point for 4 runs. Lovely shot.
There's not one boy for me, I must have 2 or 3, I need 4.
In fact, if there are any of those, send them my way, and I've got friends.
Yeah, I will.
I'll get them sorted
you can
out.
Protect me.
Sort them out, T.
Everyone's saying a petard is a bomb.
A bomb?
A bomb? How'd you get hoisted by a
Well,
bomb?
presumably if you were sat on
So,
it, you'd be hoisted into multiple different directions all in one go,
You're
really.
quite right.
41 for 1. Bethel's on 5 already. He's facing Pathirana. What a ball that was. That got Bethel as an absolutely cracking textbook Yorker. Now,
I think
some
he's jammed
discussion.
his bat down on it, but they're interested.
Oh, South Africa aren't playing. Sri Lanka, on the other hand,
Yep, and they've got
are going to review. They think it. Well, let's be honest. If he didn't get his bat on it, he's absolutely salmon trout.
I think we agree there, T. It's hitting the stumps.
Yeah, and
They've
one of the
got
umpires.
2 reviews.
Yeah, might as well use one, right, Annie? It's, and they need wickets up fast, otherwise this game.
I wouldn't be 100% confident in saying that's not out. It looked like he played it with the bat, but Sri Lanka probably got a better view than I had. Let's have a look. It's fast, it's slingy, it's Malinga-esque, although it's not Malinga. No, I think he played that with the bat, because at the point at which there's contact, his legs are splayed.
Yeah, he got his front leg just out the way.
And well, hang on. Here's the thing that will tell us: is the bat? It's the middle of it. It's not just the bat. It's pretty much the middle of it. Admittedly, quite low down.
It looks very, very ugly in slow motion, but it was quick, to be fair.
Not the most stylish defensive shot he'll ever play in his life, but he's certainly not
He's
out.
certainly
And it's 41 for 1. Jacob Bethel survives, and his hairdresser will be relieved, as will the makers of industrial strength peroxide in large volumes. 41 for 1. Pathirana didn't get his man, the slingy Pathirana, who bowls like Malinga but isn't Malinga, and Malinga bowling from the other end. How confusing is that? Well, that was an attempted drive and beats the outside edge. Not to the pitch of it. shades of a certain Mr. Crawley on that last shot, but we're watching the one that got him in such a tangle, but which he played very much with the middle of his bat and survived. Had the presence of mind to make sure he
I've got the actual
sent Phil Salt back as well.
I've got the actual what it actually means. It means being harmed, ruined, or caught by one's own trap, scheme, or device intended for another.
Oh, so a petard might be a bomb then, because it's
Yes,
like
it
a bomb
is, I think.
exploding in
So
your own face.
Don't listen. I didn't.
That's
don't
so
know
interesting. That's short and probably over his shoulder. Was that not down leg? Probably just one for the
One
over,
for the over.
But not given as a wide. So this is good from Pathirana.
Yeah, and everything's coming down very quickly, isn't it? All north of 90.
Well, he is quick.
And it's a unique challenge from Jacob Bethel because the release point is so different to
Well, that was
pretty much
sped up, to be fair, but nonetheless, he's a handful, and he's proving to be a handful. 9 for 6 for what's he bowled so far? 10 balls. That's really not bad at all. What's
The
he got,
new
Potter?
Malinga,
Well,
and not Malinga.
Indeed, although the old Malinga took 4 in 4 here against New Zealand, 2015, I think. That one is past the outside edge again. Great bowling this from Pathirana. You're almost wondering, do you just wait for him to, do you see him off, as it were? Oh, I've just spotted a super chat underneath my eye line. Annie, do you want to? Oh, wait to the end of the over. Or
I've managed to get us another £2. I'm doing well here.
You are.
cash and checks, Annie.
You are. It's
If only I could get paid
it
this
rains
much.
money whenever you're on socials.
Yeah, doesn't it?
Right, Pathirana should be the last ball of his second over, and he's beaten Bethel again. He's got Bethel right where he wants him in that over. It's
That
gone
was
for just a single.
an
It's
over that
41
Bethel
for
couldn't
1.
deal with.
Messers Annie. Annie. Super chatters.
Messers Annie, interchangeable.
So hard
super
to tell
chat from Jay
apart.
Grover. £2. Just so Annie knows, I think she's mint, really. Thank you.
Absolutely is.
Yeah, and there's a couple of Greystoke says out plum BBW
Bat before wicket.
Yeah, I think that's very true.
93 off 78 is what England need. Should be plain sailing.
You'd think so, T, and I don't think they're going to tick them in 1s and 2s, are they?
Some quick wickets can obviously change that equation there. Going at over 10 and over at the moment.
I wonder if we
41
might
for 1
see
off
Hasaranga sooner rather than later.
I think sooner.
Well, we're going to see the Malinga that isn't the original Lasith Malinga.
Or the new Malinga.
It's the new
He's not
Malinga.
the new Malinga.
It's even
who
more
doesn't
confusing
bowl like Malinga.
because the old Malinga's on the boundary.
He is, because he's
He's quite a tense coach, isn't he?
He is, Annie.
and that's turned nicely away to square. They come back for 2. So the new Malinga, who doesn't bowl like the old Malinga, has gone for 2, and he's
It's a
been
team of
more
Malingas,
expensive.
isn't it?
He's been expensive, but he has got the 1 wicket to fall so far, and he got that by bowling. Josh Buttler, though I do feel Buttler, having just carted him to all points of the compass off the first 5 balls, just got a little overconfident, Annie. You know
And
Josh
a bit
Buttler better than
hoisted
I.
by his own petard.
It was, his petard was hoisted.
His petard hoisted him.
That's just pushed to mid-on, off.
You don't want to hoist your petard, I can tell you.
We don't want to be hoisted by it. That
No.
is very true. 44 for 1, England.
DJ Burt says, is he a Malingerer?
Well, what else do we know about him?
Come on, Nick, you're the expert.
All I know is that he won a fast bowling competition, and he's from Ratnapura, as T told me, which I don't know where it is. I think it's a suburb of Colombo.
Took 5 wickets in the Rawalpindi Tri-Series. Was pretty, but was genuinely economic. Hasn't been so economical today,
it's
and
gone
not
there.
there either, because that's been
Ooh.
well launched but clipped really through mid-wicket by Jacob Bethel, and it's gone for 4.
1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door.
Took 13 wickets in the IPL this year.
For Sunrisers Hyderabad team?
Yeah, at 18. 13 wickets at 18 is pretty decent. In the 7 matches he played, that was his debut season. Best bowling in the IPL, 3 for 31 versus the Knight Riders in Delhi. So I'd say that constitutes not a bad first season in the IPL, does it?
No, he earned lots of plaudits. What I would say is that I think Dushi Chamira is probably the choice.
Slower ball. He's got a slower ball up his sleeve as Malinga, because it fooled Bethel, who was well through the shot, taken on the bounce as it rather limped its way to Kusal Mendis. We're watching the Butler over as everything away it went, and then down the track he came, and there was that one hand off the bat. I'd like to see the statistics that when a batsman ends up with one hand off the bat and the bat sort of held up with just one hand, how many times does that actually mean they're out? That's a clever slower ball as well, an attempted pull that Bethel misses.
Well, I saw a remarkable one from Ishan Kishan the other day where it let go of the bat and it almost went out the circle.
Well,
right over backward point.
I have seen that happen before. 48 for 1, Bethel 9, Phil Salt 17.
So
Malinga, after that expensive first over, has pretty much found a way to slow things down a little bit here.
Slightly dragging things back.
He's mixed things up, but certainly got a clever slower ball that was too smart for Bethel there. Edged up in the air, it's going to be taken.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It was not really edged behind, but it was an outside edge. It was taken at cover. Who's that taking the catch?
Dawson Shanaka,
That's Dawson Shanaka, or Shanaka. Bethel's gone for 9. To be honest, he never looked fully comfortable. Well, they played couple of lovely shots, but other than that, he was given a bit of an examination by Malinga. He's gone for 9. England are 48 for 2, and well, they've got to have their wits about them.
That's also the end of the over, isn't it?
It is.
I'm a loser. Yeah, I'm a loser, babe. I'm just a loser.
Caught Shanaka, bowled Malinga, 9 off 11, 48 for 2, England. Annie.
Lockie says England cannot possibly lose from here. Oh, someone had to say
Hello. Is that reverse psychology? Is that
I think so.
Attempting to
Yeah.
jinx
Paul
England? Higginbotham
says I'm heading to Sri Lanka tomorrow. That probably makes
Paul,
Nick quite
travel
envious.
safely.
Very jealous.
Yeah.
Kieran Roseblade says Malinga can't claim that wicket. Phil Salt clearly let the side down. Obvious, really.
What, by not
He
batting?
doesn't like Phil Salt.
Well, it's Tom Banton.
Hey!
It's one of your Somerset lads, Annie.
Oh, yeah, no, he's a guy
Here he
with
is.
fast hands.
Is he now? Hasaranga into the attack as predicted. Phil Salt has. Well, he should have held out. He's been dropped. He's been dropped at deep mid wicket.
That was some of the worst cricket I've seen on telly in a while.
It wasn't a great ball. It was a
terrible shot.
It was a drag down. It was pulled, but uppishly by Phil Salt. It went straight. Who was the man out there?
I am not sure, T, but it was in and out of his hands in a flash, wasn't it?
It was in and out of his hands like a flash, and that's
like a slippery
not what
fish.
It should be, like a slippery fish.
I
Can you
think
see who
it is
now?
Eshan Malinga. Maybe I saw a beard.
Oh, poor old Malinga. Well, there we go. Do we
He's
have
not
the?
happy.
Oh no, it's Kamal Mashara.
It's Camel Moyes, one of these lads.
Pimps in the crib, man. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Hasaranga in. Banton leans forward, turns it square, and jogs a single. 50 is up for England. 50 for 2. That's also the power play, isn't it? 5.1 balls.
That is the power play. So 4 men back now.
Yeah. In fact, the power play was over.
Yeah, 5.1, isn't it?
Yeah, so that doesn't count as part of the power play. 50 for 2 England.
Paul Higginbotham, when he
Nudged.
goes out, apparently is going to be hanging around Cow Corner for the next 2 games.
Nudged, if he can find it. Don't ask the bear or I for directions, because you won't. You'll be sent to 2 slightly different places. Not by much, to be fair. That was a single, by the way. Well, I just hope you have a fabulous time, Paul. And of course you see some good cricket, and it doesn't rain too much. That one is steered away towards point. They take a single. Salt moves on to 19. Banter.
Clifford,
2
Bradford
and 2,
says,
2 of 2.
so Slinger Malinga is coaching the new Malinga and another geezer who's a slinger but ain't Malinga.
Correct. That's a very fair summary. So that's nudged by Salt to mid-on. Another single taken. 81 off 67 is the equation for England. 53 for 2 they are at the moment. One little ball left of our spell as a trio.
I thought we did 6 overs.
We are. It will be 6 after this.
Oh, yeah. So I'm not very good at
Shall
this.
we introduce you to the concept of counting, Annie? As this is steered away towards cover. It's the 3.5 Annie Chaves who... is it? Oh, no, just the one of her. It's the end of the over anyway. It's 53 for 1. 2. 2. I see, I can't count either, but I'm going home.
The wheels are falling
Jason's
off.
going to come flying in.
Thank goodness Messi's back.
Before you go, Annie, I should let you know that we're running a poll at the moment, which says anyone criticising Annie should be A, shot at dawn, which is 24%, B, required to undergo counselling, which is 3%, C, made to look in the mirror, 18%, but D, forced to listen to KP, is running at 55%. There you go.
Excellent. The best thing. Thank you. And see you. Nick, I've sent you a message, by the way.
Excellent stuff, Annie.
Okay.
And Dawson Shonika is going to be into the attack for the first time. He's over the wicket to Phil Salt, who works it away into the offside just for a single. So what do we reckon, Jace? They can't fuck it up from here, can they?
Oh, they can. They shouldn't.
Well, you know I'm cheering for Sri Lanka. What do we reckon over there, Messers? We need you to bring a bit of discipline back into the ranks.
Well, we did run a poll, and the 24% said England will look like winning, then blow it. There you go.
I enjoyed the bees dick. I didn't know that bees had dicks. So
they don't, but that's the thing, you know.
And this time it's uppish from Banton. That is going to beat the fielder to the boundary at backward point. So 5 from Shanika's first 2, 58 for 2 now.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And who said you never learnt anything from guerrilla cricket? I have found out what a petard is today and got some vital information about bees' anatomy, so I feel like I'm winning.
As we focus back here on the ginger.
Yeah, Ginger Man in the crowd enjoying his half pint of Lion. This time it's a little straighter from Shanika and a rare respectful shot from Banton. He just sort of flat bats that, although it skews away to the man at point. There's no run there. So the equation is now 76 from 63.
Yeah, nice work by Shanika there. He took the pace off the ball a little bit and didn't give Salt much to work with to work it past the gully or backward point man. Had to put the pace on the ball himself as the batsman.
Yeah, he's a bit of a bits and pieces bowler, Shanika, but that's what he's good at, these sort of slower cutters. And there's another one there that Banton just strikes straight back to the bowler. So a couple of dot balls for Sri Lanka. They will be pleased with that. And even though the game looks like it's gone for Sri Lanka and England look comfortable, this is an important innings for Tom Banton, you feel, because he might be under pressure from
You do get the feeling that he'd be better off served by just sticking to his guns and going all out.
Well, it's the Bazball way, isn't it?
Yeah.
See ball, hit ball. I don't think anyone's going to complain.
Acting with conviction, playing positive and going for it.
Yeah, he's not positive again. He's just skewed it out to mid-off, but they will scamper through for a single. So he gets off strike. 7 for 7 from Banton. Brings Phil Salt back to the striker's end. Decent over from Dawson Shanika so far. 6 from 5. Can he get out of it?
I mean, the kind of question for Banton is, do you want to score 30 or 40 or 20 off 6?
Yep, and I think that this setup...
Either way, you win the match, potentially, but you've got to decide which way you want to do it. And then stick to it.
This setup would rather see him get a golden duck than get sort of 10 from 10. Plenty of batting to come, so I don't think they'll be too worried about wickets just yet, as it's slow again from Shanaka. It's a little shorter. Salt tucks it into the leg side. They're thinking about 2, but they won't come back. So just 7 from the over. England are 60 for 2. They need another 75. We got anything on the socials, Messers?
We have indeed. Joe Grover says, I was going to ask Nick a serious question about Sri Lankan politics, and then I noticed his socks again and lost all faith.
Probably about right, Jay.
Greystoke is accusing Joe of being very socksist. Dara Azizi says, Bethel looks shaky. He doesn't look comfortable, does he? Lockie 6, when your pants be short, your socks need to be long. Old Welsh say.
Or your ankles be cold, yeah.
And Dara Azizi says, people in glass stones shouldn't throw houses. Old Apache saying, yeah. Kieran Roseblade says, I have stats for bat in one hand and held in the air. 50% of the time it's out, 50% of the time the batsman has just scored a century.
It's going to be the pocket rocket Hasaranga to continue.
Yep, decent first over from Hasaranga and plenty of googlies I think we're going to see. That one is a dot ball, struck straight to cover from Salt.
I mean, do you feel that these kind of skiddy spinners will be awkward to get under and get over the top of the ring of fielders?
Yeah, absolutely. Slightly quicker than Rashid was bowling. That one's onto the leg, so they will be runs there, but it's just a single out to the man who almost falls over running in from the leg side fence. It's Kamal Mashara not having a very good time of things. He's just dropped a dolly. He spanked one straight up in the air after getting off to a good start, and he'll be, I think, quite happy for this day to be over.
Yeah, he's got starts in all the ODIs and didn't really go on.
Yeah, he's early in his career. He looks good. This time, Bantam brings out the reverse.
Wow.
I think it's gone all the way. We're going to have another look at that, but it was lovely. I'm not sure, was it a switch hit? Was it a reverse, Jace?
It was a switch hit, I think.
I think so, and it has bounced just inside the rope, so it's only going to be 4.
Yeah, it's a fantastic shot.
No, it wasn't the switch hit. The hands stayed the same, so he's got some real power on that reverse sweep. It's remarkable.
I mean, that's landed a foot inside the boundary.
Yeah, my eyes are not very good.
Hasaranga looks unimpressed, to put it mildly.
Very unimpressed. It was a lovely bit of batting from Tom Banton. That might just be the shot that he needs to get this innings going, because he's been scratchy for his first 7 balls. He's got the 8th away. What can he do with the 9th? He goes reverse again, and he gets it again. This might be bigger. It is. That one has cleared the rope. So 10 runs from 2 balls, all from reverse sweeps for Tom Banton.
Lovely shot. I mean, you can see that him setting up as a safe shot, as long as he gets a decent amount of bat on it, because all he has to do is get it up and over the gully, and there's nobody there if he gets it fine enough. It's going to come round and stop the ball.
Yeah, and I'd wager we might see a change of field now.
Yeah. I mean, he's deliberately playing it up and over.
Yeah, and you're right, Jace. He just has to beat that man at sort of short. And that's filth from Hasaranga. It's really short. Banton's rocked back this time, and he's hit a massive 6 over cow corner.
I've 2 6s in a row. 2 6s in a row. 2 6s in a row.
And this is the power over. 17 off it so far, and a ball to come. That's not going to help Sri Lanka at all in defending a meagre total.
It certainly isn't, Messers, and it's a tale of 2 ends for Banton, isn't it? Couldn't get anything away at the other end, and now nothing. Isn't finding the middle of the bat. He's hit a 4 and 2 6s. What's he got planned for the last ball of the over? It's played into the ground. It's straight to the man at short cover. I think it's Janeth Lianage, so there won't be a run there. 15 off the over, and England are cruising.
Yeah, not great bowling that over either. I used to be an educator. Be afraid, says Lucky 6. Well, I'm reassured by the used to be part, Lucky. You know, at least you're not corrupting everybody now. Well, you're corrupting us, but you know, we're a lost cause. Zippy Tuna says, my eyes are not very good. Should apply to be a Premier League referee.
I'm not sure my gas tank's good enough either.
Well, England 77 for 2 after 8 overs. They're halfway there with about half the overs gone. So definitely on plan.
Yep.
And plenty of resources still in the hutch.
They can tick it in singles now as Majestic Shana is back into the attack. He bowled swingers up front. We're going to see Karams from him now. That one it didn't get any turn though, but it's ticked away to long on for a single.
That absolutely kicked off the pitch as he threw it in on the bounce. Do you see how?
Yeah,
it was
really.
very flat, and then it suddenly went up vertically, and the keeper, Mendes, kept it above his head high almost at the other end of the wicket.
Yeah, he's had his work cut out for him this evening, Kusal Mendes. He was knocked over on a couple of occasions by Paterana's bullets. And now he's got dodgy throws coming in from the outfield. That looks like another ball out the front of the hand from Theeks. Another Curran ball that Bantam works into the leg side for 1. So England can tick this in singles now if they want to, 55 from 52, but it isn't generally the way they go about things.
No, they will wait for the one that's very slightly off line or length and absolutely climb into it, I think.
Yeah, well, Theeks isn't the easiest bowler to get away because he does bowl quick and flat. He's a nominally off spinner, but we've seen 3 Curran balls so far from him.
Yeah, and that was a case in point. It was on the batsman a bit quickly. He hit it straight to the man who didn't field it particularly well at sort of extra cover, allowing a single from a misfield that went 5-10 yards away from his body.
Sri Lanka were pretty good through the ODI series in the field, but they've been sloppy tonight. That time it's shorter from Theekshana, so Banton is able to get under it, and there's a big gap out there at deep extra cover, so that one will be 4.
There's not one more for me, I must have 2 or 3, I need 4.
And that brings the equation down to a very nice symmetrical 50 from 50. That was the off-spinner from Theekshana, the rare spotted off-spinner.
And it did turn, so he did need to go outside leg stump to actually get room to manoeuvre it over cover and into wide open areas on the boundary on the offside.
It was just too short, wasn't it? And
yeah,
it sat right up to be hit.
Yeah. And there was very little risk actually involved in actually getting it there to the boundary. It's a relatively safe shot.
He sort of feints to reverse this time, Bantam, but he stays conventional and just squirts it into the leg side for 1. So he has raced to 29 from 14, Tom Banton, after that, after taking Hasaranga to the cleaners. Salt's 25 off 18.
Well, Salt really hasn't had much of the strike in the last 2 overs. I think he's had 1 ball, if that.
Yep, you forget that he's still at the crease. He's got a Guinness harp on his forearm, and he will want to get in on the action here. Theekshana's last ball of the over. Salt beats the man at short extra cover, but it's going to be fielded by the sweeper, so it'll just be 1. 9 from the Theekshana over. England 86 for 2. We caught you napping, Messers.
Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to make some sense of things. Tim Wilton Davis says Marino will meet Real in the UCL. I've got no idea what that means.
Champions League talk, I think.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, well, we don't talk football here, do we?
Only if there's nothing else. Almost anything else will take precedent over it, I would have said.
Yes, absolutely. Not that Jeff Thomas says, Butler, Bethel, Banton, Brook, England are looking to alliterate Sri Lanka in this match.
A swarm of angry bees.
It is
nice
lots
line,
of angry
nice
bees,
line.
no bee dicks, but...
Well, one would argue they might have big dicks, but you don't know.
I think we'll leave that one there, Jace.
Yes, depending on what species they are.
Indeed, indeed. Tim Wilton Davis says, I remember the real Jeff Thomas.
Yes, Crystal Palace legend.
Zippy Tuna said, try and make sense of this chat mugs game. Yeah, it is a bit, because it jumps all over the place, and some people are talking to each other, some people are talking to us. So it's tricky at times.
You're doing God's work, Messers.
But it's good fun too. I like that everybody gets involved one way or another. We have 169 people watching now, and if you haven't, please click the like and subscribe button. We up to 18,500 subscribers on YouTube, I'm pleased to say.
And if you've got £1 to spare on payday, give us a little super chat. Jake's keeping the lights on single-handedly at the moment.
And Leah says, I said it before and I'll say it again. Bees are arthropods. None of them have knobs. Yeah, it's like a gnat's whisker. I don't think gnats have whiskers, do they? They may do. I've got no idea.
And lions occasionally have dances as well, as we're watching on TV as the Sri Lankan lion is.
Whoever it is who takes on the duty of being the Sri Lankan mascot with a lion's head over their face has got to be very, very fit. It must be bloody hot having
He's probably got his own wired-in sort of water supply in there.
He's got to have some kind of cooling system going on, right? Because that is torturous work. Sri Lankan,
and to dance with it on like that.
Yeah, no, it's very impressive. Sri Lankan sort of cheerleaders have always been proud part of the game.
They've always been, every time you see Sri Lankans at a cricket match, they're also very happy to be there, very happy to support their team and give them the due credit that they deserve.
Yeah, I should give a shout out to the great Uncle Percy, who was cheering Sri Lanka on for 40 years.
Was he their Sri Lankan ultra?
He was the one-man Barmy Army.
We have 2 super chats. Zippy Tuna sends us $2. He says, here's some quickly devaluing US dollars. And Jay Grover sent us £2. Says, I cannot hold it, Captain.
Right, it's going to be the slingy man again.
So he's back, Patirana. This should be exciting, whatever happens. It'll either be up at 150 or down at 110. And he starts short, Salt flat bats him, and it's dropped by, I think that is, didn't carry Bear. Dropped just short of one Indu Hasaranga at long on.
I thought that was a catch.
I thought that was a catch. That was a pretty hard chance. I mean, he was coming in.
Bear would say he's got the best eyes in the studio, and he reckoned it fell short. So,
yeah, he's right. It did fall short. He's quite right.
Yeah.
The Bear is sometimes right.
Whereas we're having a replay. It was back of a length. Bear's saying he's always right, Messi.
No.
Phil Salt didn't get
we
anywhere.
We resolved that the other day.
No, yeah, it was well short.
6 inches short, but it's a good effort anyway.
This time it's fuller from Patirana, and that I think has carried. It's an absolute rocket of a catch from Charith Asalanka at short extra cover. That flew to him, and that really was good work.
Yep.
So a really good innings from Tom Banton comes to an end. He made 29 off 15. It took an absolute stunner to send him back to the shed, but I think it's too little too late for Sri Lanka.
Yeah, they're needing under 50 now and around a run a ball or less. No, there's no real pressure on the batsmen to do anything extravagant. They can just work their way around the field and die in a hail of singles if they need to.
Indeed they can, Jace, but a little ray of sunshine for Sri Lanka on this rainy day. A really good bit of work from Charith Asalanka.
Yep, fantastic. Very, very low. Fortunately, he's quite low to the ground to start with, but he was full stretch and possibly an inch or so off the ground when he caught the ball in the end.
Yep, it went low and fast. I reckon that was a sort of 10%.
And it did go to his good hand, which probably helped him a little bit. But even so, great catch.
We have another super chat from Lockie. He has sent us $2 Aussie. He says, it's only money and love. Thank you, Lockie.
Top man, Lockie.
John Bailey, speaking of bees and dicks, says Bumble might have a knob. She's a fair point.
I reckon Bumble does have a knob. As Stone Cold Harry Brook arrives at the crease, his cold sore is fading. He's been crushing cans of Lion Lager, no doubt. And he pushes the first ball from Matish Patirana into the gap in front of point. And they're going to try and come back for a second. They're going to be close. A better throw might have had Harry Brook short.
Yeah, that was Brook's call because you could see Salt waiting for the decision from Brook. Are you going to come back or not? He was ready to go and he went. But Brook was a bit slow off the mark for his first run, I think, which made the second run slightly harder than it should have been, potentially.
As we get a replay from this Charatha Sri Lanka catch, I think there might have been a suggestion that the ball was grounded, but he clearly had hands underneath it.
No, he had hands wrapped completely
around it.
No, it's hard to see how the ball could have got to the ground without the hand being in the way.
And Dawson is giving him a pat on the belly and congratulations. Patirana is in again. This time he beats Harry Brook. I thought it was slower. It was actually 89 miles an hour, but it was full and straight, not quite straight enough to catch off start.
Archetypal Lasith Malinga sort of one that just nibbles away, just a tiny bit.
Just a little bit of nibble. And he's bowled really, really well, Patirana. Over the last 18 months, he's often lost his control a bit, but this has been a superb spell.
That moved away, and then as it passed the wicket, it swung back in towards the keeper, Pereira, who did very well to not Pereira, Mendes.
And because the sort of physics are so far changed by the arm there, he gets a little bit of dip as well with a sort of swing down into the pitch. Yeah. He's in again, Patirana, a little bit wider this time, and that's short. It's skewed off Harry Brook's outside edge.
It's
gone bounced in between the man at point and the man on the fence. The thrower's beaten the keeper. It's all happening, but it'll just be a single.
Yeah, he's completely not in control of that at all.
He couldn't have been any less in
He was trying to pull the ball or hook the ball, and it's gone off the outside half of the bat, and over point, and down towards the third man, and it's landed about 5 yards short of him.
I reckon he was setting up for a ramp, but it was on it quicker than he expected.
Yeah, well, by the time it reached him, he was already looking down to find leg. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Harry Brook either looks sort of utterly classy or like a complete clown. There's nothing in between. Yeah, and that was the latter.
I think T20's been asked to go, into blast mode straight away, when he doesn't need to particularly in this situation they're in at the moment. He can afford to play it along the ground and into the holes.
As Phil Salt's back on strike, that is wayward from Patirana. It's down the leg side. It's going to be a wide, so he's going to have to re-bowl it again. Really good over thus far. Was 4 from the first 5, but now a wide, so we will have another ball. No, they don't need to go hard, Jay. So I guess the one thing they might say is that they're going to be up on some flat pitches in India where it's probably going to be go, 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 and they're thinking sort of towards those group games in the World Cup.
In which case, this is not the best preparation necessarily.
No, I mean, these games sort of played on sort of very helpful surfaces for the bowlers. This is short again from Patirana. He's already had one for the over, so that is going to be wide again. This has turned into an 8-ball over. He needs to get out of it.
I mean, I like the idea. It was just maybe got a little bit too much bounce in the wicket for that. He certainly was on salts before he was ready to hook the ball.
So everything's been fast and furious this over. We haven't seen him bowl that slower one yet. I wonder if we might see it last ball.
Well, he's got plenty of options. He seems to have a lot of ability, Patirana, to bowl different deliveries.
Masses of talent, and picked up by Chennai Super Kings in the IPL sort of before he played for Sri Lanka, and was sort of mentored by MS Dhoni behind the stump. So he's a very talented cricketer, and I think all Sri Lanka fans will be hoping that he can be around for a long time to come. Yeah. This time it's full and straight and fast. It's skewed off the inside of Salt's bat, out for a single. So that over ends up going for 3, 4, 5, 6. England need 41 off the final 7.
So Chris Acquire says, as an Essex person, I can't help hearing Salt as in he's a real salt, or even like the old Aussie newspaper pin-up, a butte sort. Zippy Tuna says he's going to go back through the entire Guerrilla Cricket catalogue to find all the times the bear wasn't, in fact, right. You won't have to go far.
He shouts never from the green room.
I think there was an LBW in the last game that you might have called slightly wrong. Joe Grover sends us £2. He says, please update me on Herpes Watch. Lap Hammond. Yes. Who was it who had the big cold sore? I can't remember.
Harry Brook, Messrs.
Yeah, has he still got it?
It's fading, but it's still there.
All right. Chris Acquire says, currently playing the rock role in this innings, rock salt. Ooh.
So it's going to be Hasaranga who got a bit of tap from Banton in his last over. Salt just tickles this into the leg side, but it's
that's very well done.
Well run, and they're back comfortably for 2.
I mean, Brooks quick, but that has to be absolutely perfectly weighted by Salt to make sure that the man on the boundary can't cut off the 2.
A really deft touch. It was so gentle that it just rolled and took about 3 or 4 seconds to make it out of the inner ring, giving them plenty of time to get back through for the second. It's a nice risk-free tactic when the field starts to spread. Last time it's flighted by Hasaranga. Salt just plays it out to the man at long off for a single. So the equation now 38 off 40. I think Harry Brook will want to chip away at a few of these in this over.
Was it just me, or did that one have a little bit of drift in the air?
Yeah, it
away.
Did. And it was much more flighted from Hasaranga, wasn't it? It was more like the sort of stuff we saw Adil Rashid bowling, slow and flighty. I think it's a good way to go on these pitches where it can just hold a little bit.
It's a good change in expectation to give them a different look.
Something slightly different, because he does like that sort of faster, flatter googly. He bowls almost as many googlies as leg breaks, even to right-handers, Hasaranga. This time it is a googly, and it goes through Brooks' bat and pad. He's looking around like he doesn't know what on earth is going on. Kusal Mendes spills it. It's all happening, but it's a dot ball.
Yeah. So it's coming back to a runner ball now, and
it was pretty ugly from Harry Brook. A massive gap between bat and pad. It's only missed the off stump by a whisker.
Rueful smiles.
Oh, and it's another googly from Hasaranga. It's an inside edge from Harry Brook. He's lucky he got one, because otherwise that was going to crash into the stumps.
That was as plumb as the Bears' dismissal in the first innings, if he hadn't hit that.
I do think that Harry Brook hasn't quite figured out how he wants to play on pitches that offer spinners a bit of assistance. We saw very ugly innings in the first ODI. That's better, it's full, and he plays it out to the man at cow corner. They're just going to walk through for a single.
Yeah, I think it's up to Salt now to potentially be the senior partner here and just take on the responsibility of getting the extra value runs, I think.
Just bring a bit of calm to proceedings, as Messers has done here for us on the socials. This time it's flat batted by Salt. Hasaranga will do the fielding. There's no run. 4 from the over. England 97 for 3.
But it's much more exciting with Annie here. Tim Wilton Davis says Salt's whole family are depressed. It's the Salt Flats. Ooh. To which Jay says, get out of here. Lucky Six says, listen to an old Sherlock Holmes story. Some dude's sister died from diphtheria on the trip to Birmingham. To which Tim Wilton Davis says that's why they cancelled HS2. And he says diphtheria is south of Kidderminster, I believe.
That's not on the way to Birmingham. That's on the way past Birmingham.
Oh, you're as bad as Leah. You can't allow.
Can't let geography get in the way of a good joke, Jace.
Although, to be fair, Kidderminster could well be the new home of Worcestershire Cricket Club at the moment, given that they are looking.
Is
to
it above water?
It's their outground at the moment, which I would like to go to at some point, but I haven't had the opportunity so far.
Hopefully not flooded too often.
Is back, and it's quick, straight. It's a Curran ball, and Brook just jams his bat down on it. There's no run.
I wonder how much of this Brook is going to take before his senses say, do you know what, just fuck it.
Yeah, well, he's 4 from 7. That's the sort of score he doesn't like, so I think there'll be a big shot coming sooner rather than later. Theekshana, it's out the front of his hand again. This time Harry Brook just plays with his wrists into the leg side. They are thinking about second, but they wisely won't risk it. So he's 5 from 8. Theekshana's bounced back really nicely after a pretty ugly first over.
Yeah, the pace up in swing wasn't really working for him. This is the Cameron stuff with the pace off.
Is
much more hard to move away.
Well, I think the thing is with the sort of the swingers that he bowls up front is if you know he's going to do it and that's all he's doing, it's kind of like a club cricket bowler, isn't it? This time, Salt just plays that can't beat extra cover, so there's no run.
And it's the lack of pace that Salt and Brook are finding hard to manoeuvre the ball with.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of boundaries in the last couple of overs since the spinners came back, and Paterana bowled a tight one before that. This time it is going to go though. Salt picks it up. It's over square leg. It's not quite into the stands, but it's beyond the rope for another maximum.
Let's talk about 6. Let's talk about 6. Let's talk about 6. Let's talk about 6.
So if there was a tiny bit of pressure building from Sri Lanka, that has really released it. It was a lovely shot from Phil Salt, got plenty of elevation on it.
Yeah, it's just slightly the wrong length, allowing the slog sweep.
Just a little bit too short, isn't it, Jason? He's able to get right under it. 70 metres, well beyond the boundary.
Maybe just 2 inches too much to the leg side.
Little bit straight. That's better from Theeks, just outside the off stump. It's the Curran ball. It does get a bit of turn that time, but Dawson Shanaka can't field. So I think there might be a second. No, it's just one. The equation now's 29 from 31, and Phil Salt's played very much the anchor role, hasn't he?
Yeah. After a flying start, he's been off strike for a while, and he's working his way back into this innings.
And this is the final ball of my spell, not the final ball of Theeks' spell. He's got another over after this if Sri Lanka want it. He ends with another carom. Harry Brook presses forward, but he can't beat cover, so that will be no run. 8 from the over. England 105 for 3, and I'm off into the night.
Okay. And I am as well. It's 1:45 here, so I might get some sleep.
Yeah.
Thank you, gentlemen. See you in the next match.
John Bailey asked if Salt's got the minerals to see this through. I would have thought so. As the bear joins me with a freshly minted beer.
Absolutely. It's Friday night. What the fuck? Ishan should be joining us shortly if he's out there. Ishan! You're on, mate. There you go. Welcome back. Well, 29 of 30 should be a cakewalk, really, shouldn't it?
Yeah, for sure. But like, I mean, we've seen it go bad. Like,
yeah, we have, and that's the problem. This is England, after all. That's played up to long off, and it will be a single. But it's looked pretty good from England, I have to say.
Well, it's been.
When they have the IPL heavy hitters like Phil Salt is there.
I mean, this is it, isn't it? I mean, this is the thing. I mean, we got a World Cup in India and Sri Lanka, but I mean, most of these players have played IPL now. They'll know England like the back of their hand. So India, sorry, like the back of their hand.
Phil Salt is who I want to see play.
Reverse sweep. He hasn't quite got hold of it. A bit top edgy from Harry Brook, but he's got it over the infield, and there's no one back there. So it'll be 4 runs. Saranga's taken a bit of tap. He went for 17 in one over, didn't he?
Yeah. That was when Tom Banton took him to town with the 2 sixes with reverse.
Well, you're always vulnerable, aren't you, to the reverse sweep if the field's up on the offside.
Well, if you can get it up and over the backward point, it's fairly safe.
Exactly that. And there's usually no one back there. Down the track. Oh, comes Harry Brook. It was a googly by Saranga. And he managed to get an inside edge past the keeper. So he kept his wicket, got a single. 6 off the first 3 balls. 23 required off 27.
Yeah, well, that's the scoring for the over done. Everything else is a bonus now.
Everything else is a bonus, isn't it? I mean, we've got wickets in hand as well. We've only lost 3. That's clipped into the leg side nicely by Salt. They're going to try for 2 here, and they're going to get it. A really good placement, actually. Right, there's a mid wicket and there's a straightish mid.
Salt's very good at judging the power to put into a ball.
You know what? Since I made that jingle about him being really shit, he's done really well. So
he's got 3 of the 4 fastest 50s or something like that.
Well, he's got 5 international
tons,
T20 tons, doesn't he? The next Englishman, no one's got more than 1 other than him. That's played up to long off for a single. So what's that? 9 off this over so far.
This will be Hasaranga's last ball as well.
So was it 2 or was it 3? How many overs have we got over?
2 4s and 3 3s.
Yeah, 2 short. And although it turns, Brook even is able to hoik it down to long on for a single. Ends that over. 19 required of 24 deliveries.
Leia asked us, what is it with GC people of subcontinental descent and that Aurora Borealis background? Ajit also uses that one a lot.
Yeah, he does. It's true. Well, we always use the desert island. I noticed Annie's turned up on my desert island.
Or Brookie uses desert island, often the real desert island.
Well, yeah.
And Zippy says, Aurora Borealis, located entirely within your kitchen. Yes, he's got a micro universe in there.
Absolutely.
Because it looks damn groovy, says Jay Grover.
Are you at university or are you at home today, Ishan?
I'm in my flat.
Oh, okay.
I stay in a university accommodation, so that's
okay. Are you in a flat with a number of other people?
I am, yes.
Yes.
7 people.
Seven
but then we
people.
all have our own. Yeah, we all have our own rooms and bathrooms and whatnot. We just have a similar kitchen, like common area.
Yeah, that's right.
HMO.
Well, yeah, kind of, but it's a student flat, isn't it? Tikshana, no, it's not. It's Patarana. He's in. Very slingy action, very Malinga-like.
Almost
good
identical.
pace. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Brett, since you told us it's sunny Brighton and started raining.
Yeah, well. Sunny.
I'm blaming you for that.
Nowhere's sunny in this country at the moment, is it?
Well, it's dark in this country at the moment.
Well, yeah. Although January will have ended. Is it tomorrow? Are we on the 1st of Feb tomorrow?
Yep.
No. 31st.
Day after tomorrow.
Day after tomorrow. God, it'd be good to get out of January. Then a month and we'll be into virtually spring. That's
Shot.
too short. That's a great shot. Oh, he's going to be out though. Oh no, he's been dropped.
That's another one. That's three now.
Brooke's gone back. It was a short of a length, and Brooke did get hold of it, but he hit it out to deep cover. There was a fielder out there, went straight to him, and he caught it and then seemed to drop it at the same time.
Pretty sure he was walking back already, bro.
It looked like he'd
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
It looked like he'd actually snaffled it, and then it just seemed to
I'd
pop
say,
out.
No, comparing the drops which England made and the drops that Sri Lanka made, the Sri Lankan ones have been considerably easier, I would have said.
Yeah, I mean, some of the ones you would say were marginal catches for England. He's in again. Salt goes right across. That's a great shot. It went across. I think he was expecting it to be full, and maybe a little wide. The off stump went right across his stumps. It was full, but he drove it straight back down the ground, very straight. Long on, it's a little bit wide. Gets 4 runs for it. 14 required off 21.
He almost collected Harry Brook.
Well, he did, yeah.
Think we're expecting a half ton here for full salt?
Well, should be able to get there.
Depends whether Brook goes Burko when there's less than 10 required.
Well,
you know he always picks it up right there.
He's got 3 balls left in this over and he only needs 4. Patarana is in. Oh, that's down the leg side, but he's gone across his stump. It shouldn't be a wide. In the old days, that probably would have been a wide, but with this new interpretation, I think it's fair to say that isn't. I mean, Salt's gone right across his
almost
stump.
bowled him around his legs.
Well, exactly. I mean, you can't give that as a wide. He's gone right across his stumps. That should have been caught. He had it. And it just slipped through, didn't it? Onto his tummy and then down onto the ground. Yeah, so that Sri Lankan man is not very happy. Hand on heads. Jaya Sarir.
Is he glad he's about to be sacked?
You think he's going to get sacked? Is that the rumour?
Well, they had a good start and then his results have sort of dropped away a bit.
Well, I mean, that was short, and I think it was a little bit slower, actually, yeah.
I mean, it won't be before the World Cup, will it?
No, you can't sack him on the eve of the World Cup. That'd be madness.
After.
I mean, we've seen worse in different spots. You just never know at this point.
Yeah, true. But, I mean, they do seem a little bit lightweight, Sri Lanka, don't they? I mean, when it comes to it, there's no real depth, I mean, in the batting. No power hitters to finish it off. All their power. I mean, they're a little bit like Pakistan in that respect. Everything's at the top of the order, and the bowling's okay. But there doesn't seem to be enough runs in the batting. That one's down the leg side. Again, it won't be given as a wide. It's a dot ball. That's the end of the over. 3 to go, 14 required.
Zippy says, my first year at uni was in the tiny 2-person dorms that were built 70 years ago. Gave us a good reason to get out.
What?
Yeah, that's true.
Shared rooms? Yeah. I wouldn't like that. Fuck that.
Apparently 3rd of February is Drugs Day, says Jay Grover.
Woohoo!
I can sleep again, briefly.
I like that one.
What we want.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I don't need to wait 3 days, to be fair, but you know, it's always good to know that there is a day for it.
Lucky Singh says we're going to be steady, dangerous spin.
Who? Well, I mean, this is it. It'll be ICC sanctioned pitches, won't it? I mean, it'll be. They won't get what they want for home conditions necessarily.
Well, they can request what they want. It's whether the curator gives them a flying F.
Yeah, but I thought they got their own sort of curators in as well, do they? Or the ICC for the
I think they're technically pitch advisors rather than anything else.
Because I know for the World Cup in England, wasn't it? I mean, there were quite some different pitches to what England have sort of warmed up and expected at home.
I mean, there's the whole stadia commercialisation aspect of it as well, where they remove it of all the non-approved branding.
Well, yeah, apparently that was all set up, wasn't it, in Colombo? If I read in the report, if we'd looked carefully enough and knew what we were looking for, all the branding was already up in Colombo for the World Cup. Well, Shanaka is going to bowl. He's only bowled 1 over, went for 7. Don't need to play a jingle. Full and a little bit slow and edged by Brook to the short third man.
Nick did say he was a bit of bits and pieces medium pace bowler, Shanaka.
Well, that was only 62 miles an hour.
And he bowled a lot of slower balls in his first.
Brook is certainly struggling a little bit, isn't he?
I don't know whether Ishan thinks, but I'd like to have his struggles when I score 12 off 15. My rate would be like 12 off 35.
Well,
yeah,
that's short.
Let him finish. He just wants to finish.
By Brook above his head. He's going to come back for 2, and he should make it quite comfortably. He trips over actually when he gets the striker's end, but he does get back for 2. That's Lanka out there in the deep. He's a skipper, shouldn't be out in the deep. I suppose everyone's out in the deep pretty much.
Lanka's not the skipper. Shanaka's
the
skipper.
Of course he isn't. Yeah. He's only skipper for the ODIs, isn't he? He's a test captain as well, Sri Lanka. I don't even know what's going on in Sri Lankan cricket anymore.
No, there's a third one, I think.
It's another slower ball. Brook goes leg side.
Dhananjaya for the test side.
Okay. I like Dhananjaya. He's a classy batsman. And not really, again, he's not really, you wouldn't consider him to be a whole T20 player. Anyway, Brook went back, pushed it out to the cover boundary. There's no run. Is that Tim Southey back in England?
I think he's consulting on this series and possibly the World Cup.
Yeah, but he missed the Ashes.
Yeah.
Because he went off to do a fucking ILT20 or whatever it was. That's fucking disgraceful, really. Full. Oh, he hasn't got enough of that. He's out. This time they have caught it, and Phil Salt doesn't get his 50. He has been caught on 46. Down at long on. You could tell he hadn't hit that from the moment he left his bat. Shanaka gets a wicket. England require 11 off 15. They've still got 6 wickets in hand. I don't even know who comes in next.
I've seen this happen way too many times.
Yeah, true. You don't want to be losing wickets right when you need them, do you? I mean, when you.
No, I'm talking about Phil Salt getting.
Oh right, yeah.
Wow. He's done that for RCB so much last year. Well, I do love him, but then he did that in the IPL so much last year, and it genuinely pissed me off.
So all the people who bet on a Phil Salt 50 have just been.
Well, yeah, exactly. But that's the thing about T20, Ishan. You know, I mean, you just got to keep going and going and going. You can't play for yourself. You just got to keep trying to hit it over.
As long as you get over 30, I think you've done a good job.
Well, exactly. I mean,
according to your cart, Bear, it should be Sam Curran who comes in next. But
well, I haven't particularly put them in any order. I'd imagine.
But it could be anyone from Sam Curran, Will Jacks, or Jamie Overton, probably.
I would go Will Jacks probably before Curran. I'd have those two the other way round.
Who do you guys think will be the man of the match today?
I would give it to Rashid because he got 3 top order wickets.
Yeah, I think I'd go that way.
I think the spinners and And we see the rain teeming down as they turn the gain up on the camera.
Fuck's sake, please.
You just finished these at last.
Well, they are going to continue.
And it is going to be Curran.
And he's driven it straight back down the ground. Very straight. There is someone down there. It'll be just the one.
Oh, it looks like the stopping.
I presume England are miles ahead on DLS. With this many wickets in hand. You'd have thought so, wouldn't you?
Less ahead than they were a ball ago, though.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you can't be going off. Well, I mean, you can, but you really shouldn't for the sake of us more than anything else. Brooke works out to the leg side. It's pissing down. They've got to come off, surely.
Yeah, you can see the people walking up to the tarp.
Yeah,
as well.
the tarp is.
Yep, umpires are moving in.
Oh, for fuck's sake. They are going to be pulled off. Yep. With England requiring 9 off 12.
All they're doing is playing those 2 balls to the end of the over, so they come off at the end of an over.
Well, yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, it is absolutely pissing it down. Proper Sri Lankan rainstorm. So, England, well, I don't know what the cut-off time is, really. I don't think they're going to get back on, are they?
I wouldn't have thought so. If they've lost time to be
I mean, like literally, with 2 overs
minimum
left.
Interval at half-time.
But,
I can't see there's any spare time left now.
DLS par score 123, England 125. We're not that far ahead, but we are ahead.
I mean, it's 11:30 right now in Sri Lanka, in Kandy right now, so it probably won't.
That was probably the cut-off time.
Going to call it, yeah. It's going to take them another 15 to 30 minutes to get back on once the rain stops, and it doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon.
No, that's quite heavy, isn't it? So you'd imagine that's the game done.
England win by 2 runs by Duckworth Lewis, potentially.
We're calling it now.
Congrats, guys. Finally, about time.
I guess we'll have to see what they say, but I would say that's the case. I mean, that is coming down heavy. That's proper rain.
That's Asian rain too.
Well, what do we do? I mean, we're going to go off air, but
I mean, what can you glean from that T20 as a summary of the relative positions of the sides?
Well, I think, England timed their chase pretty well, didn't they? I mean, they've got 6 wickets in hand, 9 runs required. There's some good bowling from Sri Lanka, but England have...
I think it's efficient. I think it's... Sri Lanka didn't necessarily test them that hard, certainly in terms of the bowling attack that England put up. A lot of late order gifted wickets.
Well, off and away, isn't it? People trying to accelerate even shorter overs than there were. So, as I said, you've just got to keep going in the T20. And once you get past sort of 6th wicket, 7th wicket, then you're down to people who can bat, but, produce something 1 in 5 maybe if you're lucky. And it can always go that way, trying to chase runs at the end of the day. But England will be quite happy, I think. Bowled well.
I just don't. I think they should look into how they just did have the possibility of a collapse again, which shouldn't really have happened. I mean, it does look like a comfortable win on paper, but then if you do see the kind of the way that they're playing, I feel like there's way too much risk taking, and the fact that they're still susceptible to a collapse even in such a comfortable run chase.
Yeah. I don't know if you can read too much into T20. I mean, there's a lot of analytics, isn't there, in T20 about where to bowl, bowlers and matchups and all this shit now. I mean, it's so data heavy to a degree.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it is just a slogfest, right? So, on a good day, none of that really matters. You can plan. You can plan for anything, but if a particular batsman gets in, and there are quite a few around the world that, if they get going. Any team can beat anyone. I mean, I always say in a T20 it needs one batsman to get a big score. That's it, really. And everyone. You could be 9 down and someone get a ton, and you end up with 180 in a competitive score.
Yeah.
If you get anything that requires 9 and over, so anything over 180, doesn't matter who the opposition is, unless the pitch is an absolute road, which generally means that teams score well over 200, and both teams do it. you know, if you can get 180 on the board, you're competitive against anybody. But precisely for that reason that people take risks, that you have to take risks, right? You're always chasing over a run of ball pretty much, right? You get a shot wrong, top edge, caught on a boundary, your best batsman goes. Couple of cheap outs later on, and things can change even on flat decks. You know, it's in some ways it's fun, and in other ways it's just cheap sport, really. I think with T20, you know, it's entertaining, but it's just snackable sport, really.
Good question.
And World Cups are fun, obviously. I think they're more entertaining than franchise leagues. For me personally, there's more on them.
Yeah, for sure.
You know.
Yeah, the franchise leagues, there tend to be a lot of very samey games.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean to say that you don't get the same in World
I mean,
Cups.
the IPL is the pinnacle. I mean, there's some very good players and shit, but
I don't want to be the one to say that from that.
Yeah. No, I mean it's true. But I watched some BBL and I've watched other teams, some other places. Why have I got an alarm going on my?
What are you trying to be reminded of?
It says wickets. Wickets? I don't know what the fuck I set an alarm for. Strange. Yeah, so I mean we'll see. The World Cup will come up. I think India are massive favourites at home as well. But we shall see. I think they were favourites for the World Cup, weren't they? And when was it when they lost to Australia in that final? You know, that must have been painful.
I've never seen my mom so weirdly passionate about cricket before in my life, and then she's just screaming at the players like, you know, like she's been following it for years. Like, I've never seen that.
I'm superstitious when it comes. I'm superstitious when it comes to tournaments. That very rarely do teams go start to finish unbeaten. I think you've got to lose.
You've got to work out when to lose.
You should have been in any part of the country after that final, and you just have like people pissed off about absolutely anything. You can't even go up to a local and talk to them about it because they probably just whack you in the face.
I mean, the whole reason why England won in 2019 in the 50-over World Cup was they lost the matches at the right point in time.
Exactly. Well, they lost the matches when Jason Roy got injured, didn't they? They brought in Vince, and we were shit for like 2 or 3 games.
And they arranged the tournament format so that they could lose 3 matches and still win.
Which is the right way to do it. I do think it is worth losing a match in a big tournament, just because I'm just
in theory,
suspicious like that.
If you have more knockout games, the chances of England winning are less as a result.
Yeah, well, I mean, in T20 knockout games, I mean, it's funny also in tournaments where most teams like chasing, right? But when you get to tournaments, right at the end of the tournaments, teams don't mind batting first, right?
They want to put pressure on the scoreboard.
You can put pressure on an opposition in a knockout game, right? You get 180 on the board, which seems quite easy. You lose a couple of early wickets, and suddenly the pressure's on. Chasing, whereas in a franchise game with 14 group games, you lose one chasing. It doesn't really matter if that's your strategy. That's your strategy. Interesting. Looks like they have shaken hands. Game is done.
Yep.
So
we have one super chat that's just come in from Jay Grover. Says, "I love Ishan's confused giggles when bears."
Yeah, well, you know. You coming in again? Are you going to come in for the World Cup? Are you coming in for any games, or is it too far to come?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
No, I'm going to come.
It's fun when you're in. It's much better being here than on the Zoom. You know.
Yeah, it is. It is really fun in the studio.
Yeah,
I will be there. I will be there.
Excellent.
And in other socials, we've got various people talking about 2000 AD films and adaptations and everything else, and various other films as well.
Well, it says we run by
Tim Wilton, Jay Grover.
Says we run by 11 runs, DLS. I suppose so.
Oh, that seems. Well, I thought. That might be the pass score at the end of the 16th over. No, surely not.
No, because there was 2 overs left, so it should have been the end of 15th. Yeah, I mean we were 2 runs ahead on the boundary hoardings. Maybe they had it wrong, and it was actually we did seem further ahead than 2 runs. I have to say, with 2 overs left in the T20 with 6 wickets in hand, just seemed a bit short. But hey, I guess the closer you get to the end, the narrower it gets. But hey, that's it. We're done. Thank you, Ishan. Thank you, Jason. Thank you all for joining us. And
thank you, Tony Tone, the Wrangler.
They're back on Sunday. I'm not in on Sunday. It's my day off on a Sunday. Although my son has he got a concussion in the school cricket football game, so he's not playing football on Sunday. So I've got a day off. Lovely. Don't get them very often.
You won't have a day off. You just won't be. You'll be doing something else rather than cricket.
Well, I'll be waiting for Tony to ring me and go, "Can you get me on air?" But anyway. They're back on Sunday. I'm back on Tuesday for the last game of this series, and then a week later, Saturday or whatever it is, the World Cup starts.
Saturday the 6th, 7th.
Yeah, and then you'll probably see us every day for the next month, which is great. All right.
No, because I think the first 3 weeks or so there's a game every day almost. Then
of course, then you get down to the
to the knockouts, and they're every 2 or 3 days.
Presumably there's only semis and a final, isn't there? Or are there quarters?
I think so. I've got the schedule on my phone, but
because there's only 4 groups, so there can only be 2 out of each group going through. So maybe you do. And do they have a Super 8 stage? I can't even fucking remember how it all works.
I think there will be. There usually is if it's a Final 4 stage. I think if I remember what happened the last time. Is there not a Final 4 stage?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Yes, there is a Super 8 stage with 2 groups of 4.
Oh,
and then
right,
the top
okay.
2 in those groups go through to
So
the
there's
semis.
3, so another 6 games there, and then
Yeah.
Right, and then semis and finals. Lovely. Okie dokie, we're out. See you on. Well, some people will see you on Sunday. Until then, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for having me.
Cool. See ya.
Take large, man the barricades, patrol the cover boundary. At last the time is come, this is a cricketing emergency. Hear this call to arms for every cricket revolutionary. Take